Oh, I'll just put up a brush. All right, it begins. Wah. And wah. God damn it. How's it going, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you nerds doing? Hello, dragging me out and One Nintendo on the YouTube side. Yeah, I did accidentally set it for 9:30 in the morning. That was my bad. That was absolutely my bad. And let me say hello to everyone on the Twitch side. How's it going, Matthew? Congratulations on your first. Hello, Moss. Hello, Nobody. Hello, Scrotus. Hello, Chief. Hello, Steve. Hello, Shark Ray. And how's it going, everybody? Hopefully you've had a good weekend. Mine's been pretty good. It's I've been working on some Trench Crusade minis for some friends of mine, just to kind of like ease them into the game. And how's how you doing, Undead Moose? Yeah, I had to do some last minute modifications, which is also where a lot today went. But behold, my version of the Artillery Witch on the doing sick kickflips. I'm using some like load-bearing brass rods, which I have a plan to minimize them. Are you guys aware of like Vanta Black, Muso Black, like effectively those like super duper black paints? Because I got some. I've had some for a while actually. I forget by that's a mood. I double buy so many paints. Yeah, I got the yeah, usual fuck Anish as usual. I got the glorious Nippon version. That's really shiny. I got Muso Black. Whoa. Where I think it's supposed to be stronger than even Black 3.0. Maybe. I've used it. Have I used it? I got a jar for a while because it was like relatively cheap for like a little bit. She do be ballin', indeed. It was like pretty cheap to get for a while, and I think I saw someone was like, oh yeah, you could actually just like make a photo booth out of a box and you just like spray paint all of that onto the sides of it. I think Black 3.0 is still made by the guy who made Black 2.0. How you doing, Forgot? Everything about that sentence is a combination of words. How you doing, Pig? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? But yeah, eventually the guy just made like a new iteration of that formula. That's what Black 3.0 is. I need a slightly bigger brush than this. I guess I can go ahead and use a little bit. This luckily should not be the most complicated. They might be. I would not be surprised if they're 4.0. At the very least, the guy seems to innovate. Any tips for brush on primer? As usual, multiple thin coats. I know you're like, like not you in particular, but you know, people are like, ah, yes, primer should be thick in order to hold paint. No. It's effectively a paint like any other kind of paint. So if you overdo it, it'll fuck shit up real bad. So yeah, just kind of do it that way. As you thin your paints. Don't thin it. I've seen people say to do it in multiple thin coats as usual, unless there's some other stuff. I mean, yeah, letting paint dry is always good. I don't know why you would think otherwise, I guess. But how would white dry brush look on top of a black Muso paint? That's a good question, actually. So some brush on primer is pretty thin, some isn't. But yeah, I mean, as usual, like gauge the thinness, but still thin coats is good. I know because like usually like the brush on black like gray and white for like the slap chop on a black base. How you doing, Charlie? It kind of is, yeah. I'm definitely doing mine as like if you see the art in the bottom left corner, it's very much based on that. Also, look, there's Hubert. Oh yeah, updates. So, Squeebles, his resonating fairly successful? Yeah, how you doing, Kobe? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So yeah, even though I drained him, it looked like there was still some like stuff that could boil in the resin. So I still got some of the like that like white gunk that's kind of suspended in the resin. So that's just gonna be in there. I'm basically not removing it from the mold for 48 hours because I want to be absolutely fucking sure it's cured before I do anything. How you doing, Dimitri? I'm glad you like my stuff. Thank you. This is definitely more of the more of a meme side of things, but I've been enjoying doing like the for realsy serious stuff as well too. It's been great. That was my thought where it's like, yeah, I don't know if I need to like salt cure. My other thought was to do what I did for the very first what's it called, lemon pig, where I coated him in Mod Podge. Like maybe a layer like to hollow the lemon out, cover it in Mod Podge. Like dry it first and cover it in Mod Podge. So maybe like seal some of the oils in before that. For people who might not know, there's lemon pigs, like you can see, like this guy, Hubert. You're supposed to make them as like little good luck charms, but I make weird, freakish, horrible abomination versions of them because it's fun. So yeah, salt might be the way to go. I also got the one that Cyan Rats yesterday recommended, a lemonade recipe where effectively you pack the skins with sugar and the sugar like breaks down the skins. Yeah, oh, that's true. Thank you. I do appreciate it. I was talking with someone else today about Strange Crusade and how it's rewired my brain. I've not gotten to play this week though. Next week the plan. Everybody in my usual group is like, yep, gang's all here for next week. So I'm hoping. Thomas the Train. Oh shit, really? See, I used to have Thomas the Tank. Like I might have mentioned this before. My very first memory, like, you know, like the first memory of you like coming online as a person. Like, you know, it's like prior to that you were just like ambulatory baby, whatever. But then eventually you have a memory and you're like, oh shit, from that forward point on, I am a person. Mine was a Thomas the Tank Engine birthday party for myself. So I distinctly remember Thomas the Tank Engine was what like awoken me as a sapient being, I guess. Which honestly, might have greater concerns for my eventual transformation to Train Uncle, but still, like, you know, it's fine. I'm always gonna have a bit of a little like magical soft spot in my heart for Thomas. Oh, did I just paint my? Honestly, no. Like, considering how much shit in my house is just covered in paint, it's kind of amazing that my mics aren't more covered. And how you doing, Geeky Ghost? How you doing? Welcome. How you doing? Yeah, I had some of the old like die-cast model metal ones, but I'm sure it's like someone's made like actual like, this is Gordon. He has been fully recreated based off of all the things I know from the various episodes. Which, you know, good. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty legit. Oh, we got ads starting. Can I mute that in time? I could. Let's go. But oh yeah. Also, this is I think I showed you guys this model before. I still got Thomas the Blood Engine. I need to do something with. He's not that far off from being done. I need to like touch up some details and then seal it so I could do some grime effects. That's sort of where he's sitting at the moment. That's where that Thomas is currently big waiting. So the original one is like there's a model that's sort of built on the Boreal Dancer from Dark Souls 3. That I was originally going to use back for when I am still doing the Dirge, the variant, what's it called? Black Grail Warband. But I've sort of slightly went in a different direction than what I was going to use. I was originally going to use her as like a big centerpiece model. But I was like, oh, you know what? I want to do something else. But I still have the STL. So I was like, wait, I basically spent quite a large amount of time looking for models that would like look like they're, you know, kind of got that like skateboard lean to them. How you doing, Angels? How you doing? I am. I said I would, to be fair. It almost, I had a lot of like weird technical fuckery that led into this point, but we were able to turn it around. Yay, riding the bomb. Also, unfortunately, the downside is this model looks only good from very specific angles. From like the sides, great. From the top, you're like, what the fuck is going on with that? Yeah, let's go. Henry Fan 91, let's go. So that sounds about right. I was like, that seems like a very specific name. I was like, oh wait, no, that's just Henry from the show. Rex. This is luckily not going to be the most complex model ever. It is just going to be like applying metal, then applying some maybe I don't know. 2.5 hour streams are always weird when it comes to getting stuff done, because it's like very tricky to figure out how much time is going to go into that. But yeah. And also, how you doing, Big Sealus? Yeah, that's a lemon pig. It is a like thing you can do for. It's like a funky little good luck charm. To be fair though, I only learned about them in the VTubing sphere because there was like I believe a VTuber named Callie Calico. I think Callie was the ground zero for me discovering what lemon pigs were, and my brain curdled when I saw them, and I was like, I must take such a beautiful thing and pervert it to my weird ways. How you doing, Hooka? How you doing? How you doing? Or like 2 boxes. Yo, let's go. Hell yeah. In theory, I will be having a kill team possibly pretty soonish. I don't know which one, because I'm going to be potentially receiving. So I got someone who was like, yo, hell, I've had this kill team forever, but I will never do anything with it. You want it? And I was like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, I do. How you doing, Jay? Welcome. How you doing? Yeah, just barely missed first. Yeah, you're just like just almost there. Maybe like 10 more seconds more and you could have got it. The way to cookie crumbles sometimes though. I have to like touch up some bits because I know I'm definitely pretty deep in the weeds. I roll, please. No, I mean the thing is I am gonna put a magnet on the bottom and I do think it would work on the tabletop. The funny thing about the tabletop is mostly just the fact that, like, because she's heightened. My main faction is the Black Grail, I believe. It's the Black Grail, though. At this point, I have a fully painted Black Grail list with some options. I also have a fully painted court list with some options as well. So those are sort of like my two mains, and I'm slowly dipping my toes into other ones. Like I basically have little bits and pieces. I have actually, both New Antioch and Trench Pilgrims have this thing where, well, I mean, technically my Trench Pilgrims I could use my Turnip 28 stuff, but I tend to have a lot of like so I have a lot of like either like the super units in the case of New Antioch, or I just have the infantry in the case of Trench Pilgrims. Eventually, I want to have at least a 700 point force in every. That's the general plan because it's not that hard to do, really. How you doing, Shiny Mew? How you doing? Welcome. Painting the sick nasty artillery witch because I want to. Because I crave kickflips. Which because like that's the nice thing you can do about Trench Crusade because like for me like a new list is like 6 or 7 models and not like that's like a whole unit of like 40k or whatever. So it's like, hey, there we go. If I want to mix it up, I can. There's a red rabbit hole. Hey, let's go. That's the play-in. Oh, that's the play-in. Let's go. I like the game a lot, so I'm very brazen about wanting to shill it. It's a fun game, and I enjoy it. I enjoy the people I played with and the people and the doing stuff. It's been cool. Left to a shitty start. Well, luckily we still got like a lot of 2025 to go, so there's plenty of time for things to turn around. So to be fair, I'm also very like glass like. Whatever's the more positive glass. My glass is full. It's full and it's getting fuller all the time. Get a little. Hey, let's see. What color do I actually want to do? I reflectively pull out some turquoise, but I might actually go more like a dark gray for this. Maybe like a little bit of dark gray with a little bit of black. Oh, I put my dark gray over here. I see. Glass half full. There we go. I always forget which one's the good one. To be fair. I mix my also hello Toto, welcome. How you doing? I'm doing the sick nasty artillery witch and she's going pretty quick. Like I don't think this is going to be the most complex model because it's like pretty muted color tones, but we'll find out. And also, hey Toto, thank you for the follow and welcome to the workshop. Let's see, I can look at the model you were painting. Oh yeah, this thing. How you doing, David? Yeah, there we go. It's about as good as I could get approximation to the art. Ah, god damn it, we got the ads. I think what I need to do is put like a washer or something in the bottom because it is a little funky lopsided, just a little bit. Let me take a sip while the ads are up. How you doing, Seath? Welcome. How you doing? What's up, you? I thought for right there, my brain registered more as like, welp, I guess I'm here again. But hey, I'm glad you're here again. How you doing? I do 2 dots black. A little bit more black. I'm currently trying to find like a good, very dark gray as the base for her cloak because I want to build up to it slightly. A little bit more. I'm doing a little bit of mixing on my wet palette, Goldman. All right, we should be back. Yeah, I'm glad you like the. So every now and then I'll get like a dumb idea in my head, and I'm like, I have to manifest this. I have to make this idea manifest. Which, like, I saw this artillery witch, and I was like, you know what? I can do that. I legitimately have the technology. I can make this real. So I'm gonna do that. Also, Plunfin, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the workshop. How you doing? I'm doing big skateboard and artillery witch. Going pretty good. So this is based off of like a model that was based off of the Boreal Dancer. I kitbashed the head and I used some, if you wanted, like, there's different ways to do cloaks. I'm very lazy and I like doing the technique where you take masking tape and you cover it with a very, very thin layer of super glue. I find that that's really nice. I know green stuff is also a good method. Yeah, you can share that. That's not a big deal. That would not be a huge dealio. Do a 6. Yeah, you have to spend 10 more points. It doesn't even do much. It's just so the people know. Oh yeah, that's one of the God, I'm blanking. Twin Goddess. Wait, is that Twin Goddess Goblin or is that a Jiggly Six Goblin? I can't remember which. How you doing, Nora Loving? Welcome. How you doing? I recognize that Gobbo either way. I just don't remember who manufactures it. How you doing? I'm working on the sick nasty artillery witch, which I almost like. I was really worried because I was originally using a hand drill to drill into the bomb. Oh god, this is gonna be so wobbly. I originally used a drill, like a little electric drill to drill into there, and that mine died. Like I just lost power just because I guess I just didn't charge it. So I had to grab one of dig into my drawers, hope I could find one of the hand ones, and just crank it. And I was like, oh god, I'm not gonna have enough time for this. Luckily, it worked out. I might be thinking jiggly sticks. That might be right. That might be right. I think I subbed to them for 1 month for like some model or another. And then every now and then, like I unsubscribe, but they must keep me on the list because I occasionally keep getting bonus models, which I'll take it, you know. I do be cranking it. It's hard, but like I was able to get it done in time, so we're doing pretty good. Definitely gonna need another coat gray. This is gonna be a very reasonably monochromatic model, though. I'm gonna try to build up the color on the gray to be like a little lighter. This is just gonna be like my base color for this, and then we'll try to build up to darker gray, and then like maybe more like a mid-tone gray for like really highlights. I have another artillery witch, but she's more like skin. It's like more like something made of skin, with like a little floaty bomb. So this is probably the closest to this is like the closest I've done to the traditional artillery witch, which unfortunately the head and the bomb belong. So the artillery witch you can get now is like different from the art. Like it's supposedly the pose looks more dynamic, is what I was like heard. Which yeah, fair enough. But originally there was a guy before like the Kickstarter was really done and everything, and like it was kind of that like there's that kind of like that nebulous spot of like, is the Kickstarter ever going to be real? Where somebody made a pretty convincing like hey, I made an artillery witch, and then eventually they're like, oh shit, I should take this down. I took this down. Like I think people assume that Games Workshop like sort of thing where it's like, oh, you violated the law, criminal scum. Delete everything, or else we will nuke you into oblivion. But no, I think from my understanding, I think as the artist was just like, oh no, I don't want to step on any toes. She's gonna fall over a lot. It's gonna happen. The model needs counterweighted, and I don't have a weight that small, I guess. Thank you for the hydrators. And how's it doing, Dasher? Thank you for the sub. Thank you. It's a very like all the iterations I've seen of artillery witches are really good. Yeah, she do be stomping it. I think I'm pretty happy the way the pose turned out. The only thing I'm a little sad is the original art. She's got nice kicks. I tried to find a model that was in a similar pose but with nice shoes, and I just couldn't. It just did not work out. So I was like, well, I'll choose the pose over the shoes. Yeah, Wizard of the Coast be like, in this man's life, which is funny because from what I understand, he just got a box early. Like, there's actually a lot of times leaks and shit happen for like Magic cards because someone gets shipped something early, or like a card is mispacked. Like someone will be like, hey, I opened the new set and what the fuck is this card? That happens every now and then. How you doing, Belny? How you doing? Welcome. Working on the ye old artillery witch. So yeah, every now and then that happens to Wizard of the Coast, and it's like, man, my guy, please. And how you doing, Meister Miller? How you doing? Welcome. Doing as well. I'm working on my sick nasty artillery witch, and all is good in the world, honestly. It's been pretty good. I'm also counting down the time. So this will not be next week, but the week after. I will be gone a week for MagFest. So I'm kind of giving you guys the heads up that that's going to be a thing. But I am like looking forward to that quite a bit, which is helping the morale of going back to like going back to the cage in the new year after not. Yeah, Wizard of the Coast is kind of a shitty company. It really is. Yeah, I wanted, like, you would think there would be a lot of, like, nice kicks for miniatures, and it's really hard to find them, actually. Gain some Stormcast. Hell yeah, that's nice. And how you doing? How you doing, Artz? Welcome. I still got a bunch of Stormcasts I gotta do something with. Stormcasts are like every now and then it's like, do I need like a real easy brainless paint? Because at least the way I do my Stormcast, like a lot of people do like really, really hyper detailed Stormcasts. And so this is not like make me criticizing the Stormcast sculpts or anything. I do a very relaxed Stormcast where I definitely use a lot of dry brushing, a lot of enamels, just like a lot of stuff just to speed up the process quite a bit. And it looks great, but it is definitely like I kind of just zonk out and do those. And how you doing, Vtuber? Welcome. How you doing? We're doing. Oh, god damn it. It's the fucking thing. It's every now and then, every now and then YouTube is just like, hey, that song you're listening to is about self-harm. I'm like, okay, YouTube. I wish I could just find a setting to be like, I am mentally well adjusted. Please let me listen to the sad song. YouTube, I beg of ye. I get all the angles and everything. Not too many angles. Life is good. Life is honestly pretty good. Feeling real creatively satisfied. I've been reorganizing my notes in Notion, which has been very good just to organize, like usually like organize like assets and plans and stuff like that. I guess that's metal. YouTube, yeah, like YouTube. Listen, I know. I listen to like emo girl Vocaloid songs. I get it, please, but I'm fine. Yeah, it honestly like it's one of those things where it's like I enjoy. Sometimes I just enjoy cleaning and reorganizing shit. It feels good. Feels good. How you doing, Rogetsu? Welcome. Maybe I mean I have ad block on right now, but it's like it's usually where it's like. It's like, I mean, like, who doesn't? But, like, I don't know. YouTube is I think it's very specific songs, to be fair. What's that, a super glue? Oh, damn. Yeah, I guess I could see burning through super glue for, like, something like that. Okay, there's, like, 2 little points like I get. That's how you doing, Yuri? How you doing? Welcome. How you... Hey there, I could tell, Belner, that you're like, oh, someone redeemed that. Fuck, I gotta wait. Actually, another good thing about today. I totally forgot about this. I got a scab in. Let's fucking go. So there's a guy named Keron Frog who does, like, effectively their shtick is they do a bunch of outfits. Like, you just, like, they'll do 5 outfits for one skib. What's the refresh rate? I think, like, 15 minutes because, like, I've seen VTubers with no refresh rate, and then people are just like, yo, it's time to piss. How you doing, that guy over there? How you doing? Yeah, it's a sick artillery witch. Thank you. But yeah, check this out. I got me a skib. I actually, like, really like a lot of these outfits. I like these outfits. I like the Halbud sleeping mask is really good. The people are really digging 5. People are digging 5 quite a bit. I expected 4 to pop off. People really like 5. Yeah, Hubert just be chilling. I'd never heard. Listen, it's I'm aware. I'm aware what people do when given free access to hydrate redeems. I'm there. The twink elf boy. Oh, god damn it. Oh, there we go. I don't know. If anything, I think sleepwear really is the meta. I do think sleepwear is the meta. Yeah. Cozy do be nice. The Goonerin. How you doing? How you doing, Joker? Yeah, it's interesting because like I all of them are pretty good in different ways. Like, and like these are for fun too. I don't think any like when you scab an outfit thing like this, I don't think you could I think you could take ideas. Where you could be like, yo, I like this bit, but like you can't just like one-to-one recreate it. But hey, I mean, potentially, like if people are like, ooh, that the good shit, that the good stuff. I'm open and willing. I don't know like how much like a new outfit would cost. I haven't actually asked my art mama to be like, yo Nazuna, how much new outfit? Which is tricky just because a lot of new outfits involve like Mimic Howl as well, which inflates the price a little bit, but probably wouldn't be too much since the bases and everything is there. I don't know. I'll need debugger. There is kind of like a VTuber meta of needing to like keep getting new shit every once in a while, so I definitely need to like not fall behind on that. Tony Hawk's Pro. God, it's every now and then. So I've beaten and played both Tony Hawk's Underground games years ago. Every now and then I just get like the craving because it's been so long that I'd like the quote unquote benefit to having a memory as bad as mine is that you don't remember to find details, but like I remember like the general sentiment. It's like, oh, I like this game a lot. I remember some of the plot points. I remember some of the missions, but I can still go in like pretty clean, like pretty new, effectively. I mean, it's not the like conceptual difficulty is not there. Listen, my imagination is huge and massive and throbbing, but like it's just mostly that like every time you gotta get an outfit that like it effectively doubles the amount I get for everything. Where it's like, okay, I gotta get regular Howl and Mimic Howl, and it adds up. It adds up. But I want to do some stuff. Yeah, Gretchen would be going about boss pull. Because like you basically just like you just need to do something that makes the guy read this is the boss. So like I think as long as you get that point across, you got like quite a bit of freedom there. Fit in there. There we go. What's the result? Call the Black Grail. You should do it. You should totally do it. Like better than last year. There's still a couple of kinks to work out. Oh, see, being your own artist is such a weird double-edged sword. Every VTuber I know who's their own artist is both like, yo, I can make whatever I want, and it's like pretty, like, you know, cheap-ish because it's just labor. But the other problem is that they are racked with the knowledge that they can change their model at any time. Like, the couple ones I know that draw their own model, they go insane. Like, because like at any time you're like, I could make an entire new model, and it's still, you know, time consuming and a lot of detail. And like they also got that critical eye where like, you know, if you get a model from someone else, it'll be pretty good. You'll like it. There might be like, there's like maybe like one or two things I would tweak, maybe, but it's not that big of a deal at the end of the day. But it's like, oh God, is my Muso Black sealed shut? I might actually be able to use the Muso Black tonight. But yeah, it's realizing that like, oh, I can change everything, but also I see every flaw, and every flaw is mine. It's just that. It's a never-ending hellscape of, oh, I could do that. I could fix that. This is fucked up and it's my fault. And it's usually like not that bad. Like they're like, oh, like you know, there's like a button that maybe looks a little weird at like a specific, like nothing too awful. God, the grip on this thing. If there's like one more good twist, and if this doesn't work, I might just paint the poles regular black and then just Muso Black over them later when I don't know, get like a industrial strength gripper. But like the other hand, the problem is I also don't want to like squeeze too hard, because if this explodes, it covers everything in super black, which would be worse. Like probably the worst paint to cover everything in. T-shirt, yeah, I'm trying like, yeah, t-shirt and cloths and shit. It's not coming off. All right, I'll fuck with that later then. Sorry to hype up the Muso Black. It will happen. Don't worry, it'll happen. What the fuck are you talking about? How you doing, Triple Trinity? You guys have been like really wilding out lately. I don't know what's caused this. I feel like nothing's changed, but some of you nerds really do be wilding out. Yeah, fuck, I'll just leave that aside. I'll have to figure out what I did to like super duper dry that motherfucker. Oh, a bit at the top. I just noticed. I guess could you drill a hole in the backpack to fit the boss pole? I don't have a good view of what a commando backpack looks like off the top of my head, but as someone who's done some drilling onto minis recently, it wasn't that big. It wasn't that bad of an experience. Honestly, it wasn't too bad. Controller. Hey, yeah, let's go. Hell yeah! Congratulations on the new controller. Got the work using last month's holiday pay to be off tomorrow. Hey, yeah, let's go. Yeah, so at the guild, I do pretty like mission critical work. They don't pay me very well, but I do mission critical work. So, but that means every now and then I just pile up vacation days, and like, you know what? I'm gonna spend them in one go. So like I'm taking the days before the con off, and then the days after. It's gonna be fantastic. It'll be great. I don't have any aspirations of like doing anything cool prepared wise for it, but like, you know, just to make sure. Especially the big thing is like I got COVID for the last time I went to MagFest, so I gave myself a couple extra days, I think 2, just to like potentially recover if need be. Yeah, well, it's not even that. It's like, I mean, they absolutely, yes. If I ever left the guild, oh, you don't got the right size drill bit. I don't know how much you want to invest, but you can get these like nice little like hand crank drills. Like I think Army Painter sells one that's pretty solid. But it's one of those ones where it's like, oh yeah, you do a very specific thing that we need, so we need you to be here all the time forever. Like some people got like a day off last week for the guild, but I couldn't because of that. And it's like, it's nice considering that, like, you know, job security and whatnot, but at the same time, it's like, man, this is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. So I gotta deal with it. But eventually I accumulate enough days that they cannot stop me. And then especially January is nice too, because like, you know, things are coming back online, but not at like a super rapid pace, I guess. Brain on fire, yeah, no, it's a real mood. It's a real mood. But yeah, luckily when it's January, like I can kind of be like, well, while everyone's still groggy, I'm gonna fuck off for a couple days. Bye. Yeah, no, that fucking tracks. That fucking tracks super hard. It's hard being an elf out there. It's hard being an elf out there. Sometimes I'm like, I would potentially like to find something different, but I've also reached that point where it's like I do something very specific, but also like I'm definitely afraid that if I go anywhere else, I'm like, oh god, maybe I had everything so nice and cozy, and the pay would be good potentially, but I would just get like fucking obliterated. So I don't know. I think about that sometimes. I do think about that. Oh, that's probably just me being a bitch at the end of the day, though. It's the guild. The guild is where I work, and I cannot really describe much of it, to be honest. It's nothing wild. I just like to keep that layer of privacy, especially. All the elves that work there are not particularly tech savvy, which is good. But at the end of the day, still, yeah, you know, you gotta keep your shit together. Hey, Faye, what is that? I work for the IRS. God, no, that'd be fucked up. You know, I mean, that has to happen, right? Like, you know, no, you're fine. There's like gotta be so many people out there that like do work for like the IRS or something, but they're like, fuck it, I'm gonna be a VTuber. This will be great. How many VTubers work for the IRS? Like, there's enough VTubers. That's a non-zero chance, right? You would think. Like, it's not that unlikely that there's one. No, listen. I feel like Pinkertons get paid pretty well. I feel like if I was a Pinkerton, A, I would not have joy in my life. And B, like, I think I would not need to worry about, like, anything other than just doing weird, like invasive detective shit. Oh yeah, no, OPSEC's very important. It really is. It can't be. That's why yesterday when I was like, oh shit, is there a reflection? I got like worried a little bit, and it just turned out to be some like, I don't know if it was tomfoolery on purpose or on accident, but I was like, okay, we all good. Yeah, I guess if you enjoy the joy that comes with bringing suffering, I guess Pinkertons would be good. I do like that the Magic Pinkerton scandal was funny because it's like, man, fuck Wizards of the Coast for using the Pinkertons, and then the other thing we're like, wait, the Pinkertons still exist? What the fuck? Like, as much as that was a spit in the eye to Wizards of the Coast, I bet the Pinkertons got a lot more business after that. They're like, you guys are still around? Fuck. Can I get you to spy on my ex-wife? I'll pay you. There we go. So that doesn't exist. I do also remember a VTuber that made fun of that. There was a VTuber named FEBI, and it was like, basically it was like anime girl with like a Groucho Marx fake like, you know, kind of like fake mustache and glasses, but otherwise like cute anime girl. I don't think they lasted very long though. It was a very like, there's a lot of VTubers that like, just like, you know, there's VTubers that are like, yeah, I've been doing this for a long time. This has been good. Or like, you know, they'll do it like 2 or 3 years. That was one of those ones I think like burnt out and like maybe like a couple months. I think it's a tricky thing. It's like one of those ones where it's like, the premise is fun, but the person doesn't lean into it super hard. Like, do you guys remember there was a VTuber that was an ugly bastard? There was a ugly bastard VTuber, and like, I'm pretty sure they quit. Maybe not. So maybe if I'm shit talking someone who's still active, that's my bad. But the big thing at the time, it was like, they weren't gross, and they also weren't nice. Because here's what you do. You know, this is how characters work. This predates Mary's any ugly bastard thing by like a year or two at the very least. So, you know, if you're an ugly bastard VTuber, you lean into it. You're disgusting. You're a gross pig. You're like a monster man. So you do that, or you're like, oh yeah, like you know those kind of like I'm a sweet girl. And you're like, haha, I'm actually a goblin gremlin, a horrible little lady. You do the opposite, where you're like, yeah, I'm an ugly bastard, but I like puppies and kittens, and I actually like to help old ladies cross the street. You do that too, but it was just like nothing. It was not using that energy at all. Oblivion. No, that would be fun just to be like in a like every now and then I'll see like that's another game I randomly get the urge to, because I actually never beat Oblivion. I played a shitload of like Oblivion, and I'd play like every side quest and whatever. I don't think I ever completed the main story. Banned from working with the government. Wait, who was? No, with the company timeline. Oh god, yeah. Shit do be wild. Where yeah, the nerds found that we exist. Yeah, I mean it do be like that. Bottom bits. I'm gonna let the hands dry. Let's see, what do I do? Mention the best part. You can. What are you talking about? VTubers talk about like dicks, both real and fictional, all the time. You actually could. Yeah. I mean, it's you know, there's the boner psychology is a whole thing. I'm not a big fan of it, but I also like theoretically could understand why someone would. Oh, so they were exposed before that, even. Interesting. Yeah. I don't know. It's like there's a lot of like armchair boner things I can understand, but I'm not a big fan. I'm a vanilla guy at the end of the day. I like holding hands. I like the romance. I actually do like the romance a lot. Like it's like that for me. That's the whole point of reading like that kind of material, because like, you know, if you just want spicy stuff, I feel like that's pretty easy to get on the internet. I want some real lovey-dovey sweet hand-holding bullshit. A 2. Do like a light gray. This. I'm trying to use like the original gray. Not even be that big. How you doing, Joseph? How you doing? Oh, I'm building. This is the Oh, you're building some of that. Okay, let's go. How you doing? Oh, hell yeah, nice. Yeah, I want that. Where's a lewd male? That is ungodly common. I'm sorry. Those super duper exist. That's real. That's absolutely real. They just target like very specific audiences, or like I don't know. I don't know a huge amount about them, because that's not my area of interest, if I'm going to be honest. Like, I'm not a lewd VTuber, especially. I like saying jokes and be able to talk about, like, you know, like Hmog every now and then, but like, I don't think every now and then they're like, oh, how I want you to be a lewd uwu femboy. Oh, that's not happening. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're allowed to have tastes like that, but I'm a bad choice for that. That's also true. Female gooners are also a different thing. There's that like one male corpo where they all kind of have like a similar build of a model of like a kind of like square muscular dude, I guess. I don't know what any of their names, but I'm vaguely aware of like what they are. I see those every now and then. Yeah. There's like a decent amount. The thing is arguably the market is smaller. And then yeah, the things that Yomi Joshi Gooners are about is a very specific thing. Like that's a very specific archetype they want. And with usually honestly those are probably still leaning more towards like the corpo males of like the Hololive and Niji and stuff like that. but they just kind of lean into like the more like yeah, it's the same way that like that fandom aspect of like some like weird boner stuff or like like I'd argue Pekora is not a particular sexually VTuber. She's pretty just like I'm a weird comedian. But like if you ever looked at pictures of her online, you're gonna find stuff. You're gonna find stuff. Ujo Friday, let's go. That's a podcast. Well, no, kind of a podcast. I know Hannah Mimi, Alice Sawyer, and Margot. Margot Akiaji. There we go. Hey, I can remember VTuber names. I can't remember the names of people IRL, but goddamn. Yeah, the Peko Mama thing is always weird to me. Not that she brought her mom on or that people make lewds. Is that the Peko Mama lewds do nothing for me because she's a married woman? Like that's a level I'm operating on where like I cannot think impure thoughts of Peko Mama because she's a married woman and that would be improper and she loves her husband very much. So like she does nothing for me. Let's go. So yeah, I can't. It's like, and once again, I understand why other people would because those designs are nice. It's just like my brain, like it does that thing that if it's like somebody is like in a committed relationship, like not mind you, not that like everybody I know I'm like, oh, you're single, that means you are a potential partner. No, it's like I have friends that like I don't think that way about, but also like if someone is married, I'm not gonna lust after them. It's a shitty thing to do, and it just like I also got spoiled for options. I have legitimately like if I just want to look at just like lewd shit on the internet, I have the entire internet. I don't need to chase after married women. Normal ass oats. I don't care. You know what? Oats are good and healthy for you. Get you some steel cut oats, and you're gonna live a long time. You're gonna feel good. You're gonna be regular. It'll be great. That's how you done, Sethy. I'm working on the kick-flipping artillery witch and talking about how I feel no impure thoughts for Peko Mama because she's a taken married woman. Which apparently makes me, which makes me, this is a kitbash, to be fair. I kitbashes off of one of the parts I don't think is super available anymore. The other one is Imma from the, what's it called? From the, let's see. Let's see. I can't get you all the parts because some of the parts have been like hidden by the author. Yeah, I'll get you at least the body STL. I mean, like, by share I mean I'm going to post this up here where you can purchase it yourself. I shrunk it down by like 50%. Otherwise it's it's supposed to, it's supposed to be the Boreal Dancer. It's supposed to be a big fuck off lady. And yeah, no, Fujos are wild, but I also understand Fujos just because I grew up with them. For me, comfortable is a strong word. It's just that I'm used to the way Fujos operate, so like it's like pretty, like I don't know, it's expected behavior. Really, I think that's the best way for me to how I feel about Fujos. Like I'm aware of their goofy little tricks and what they're into and stuff like that. That's fun. But yeah, that STL should get you. So how you doing, Lumino? Welcome. How you doing? You can actually like that's the thing is like the like there's a lot of people that like you could make a very like Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Elden Ring army in Trench Crusade, depending on the models especially. I would argue if you want to do that, do the Black Grail specifically. There's a variant called the Dirge. Which is sort of more like funeral and kind of like funeral imagery, knights, stuff like that. You trade a lot of the bigger, tankier pieces of the Black Grail, but you get access to thralls that can use weapons. And you get a neat mechanic where your 3 knights can order your thralls to like fire guns for you. It's really cool, actually. It's a really cool mechanic. No, Fujos or Fujoshi, Rotten Girls, they are people who like seeing anime boys kiss. That's what they're on. It's been breaking me on some curing. No, that's fair. It's like a lot of those stages, like just like, especially if this is like, I don't know how much experience you got with 3D printing, but that's definitely something that like with practice you'll get better at. I think this is kind of working. It's very like, I think me going over this cape to make it look nice is going to be where a lot of tonight's time is going to be. I mean, yes, Omegaverse is a separate entity to some degree, but also, yeah, you're not entirely wrong. It did start out with the supernatural shippers, so yeah, definitely there. Yeah, girls obsessed with BL. It's like, you know, once again, I find that they're like very like, you know, predictable, and they like I know a lot of people to this day that are still Fujo, so it's like, yeah, it's like expected behavior. So when I see them like wild out about some ship or whatever, I'm like, ah, good for you, buddy. Good for you. Yeah. It's not kind of, it's like it's different. Like I mean I hate to do the anime thing. It's like, oh, it's different because Japan, but like there is like a whole like subculture behind it. There's a very specific, like there's like, especially like it's not, it's not always porn, to be fair. God, I can't believe I'm like super doing this, but like it's a very different style. I mean, there's Fujos for every style, but like anime aimed at Fujoshi will look very different from ones aimed at gay men. Like it's like you would think they're both dudes kissing. Very different. Very, very, very different. They'll look much, much different compared to each other. Hey, yo, let's go. That's gonna be a baller Lord of Tumors. I'm very excited for that. It'll look sick as shit. The Axe of Beelzebub is the correct weapon to put on your Lord of Tumors, which is good. Which is good. Let's see. So I'm more living. Want to look around for an Abyss Watcher sculpt. That has to exist. Oh, hold on. I know one other person I might recommend as well. Let me see if I can find there's a very specific sculptor on my mini factory that does I would argue to the point where I don't know if they're ripping models from the game, but they're definitely let's see. They're definitely making very similar sculpts. I know, let's see. The nice thing though is that like they also have the armory. Like oh, do you want to give one of your trench pilgrims the pizza cutter? You can. Let me find this person real quick. They have a. There we go. It's real. I can never remember how their name is actually pronounced. I keep wanting to say it's realist one, but it's strange. Anyway, this person would be who you want to go to for some like really really good do you want things that are like a very like rip off Soulsborne level? Let's see. Shopping, assuming more girly stuff, not day. Oh, for the difference. It's a lot of it's like body type and like character archetype, personality type stuff like that. It's like I said, it's weird, but also it's like, you know, it's its own thing. I get it. Like the thing is like I'm not going to throw stones in glass houses because I have a very also like hyper specific like interest for like, you know, VTubing and minis and stuff like that. It's like to go like, well, why don't you just play Warhammer? Like that's also like weirdly I find in a similar idea. What's the difference? It doesn't matter. It's fine. Which is like, once again, maybe a bit of a weird equivocation, but like, I don't know. Yeah, I've used them before for some stuff. It's pretty nice. I think some of the scale is going to be a little wonky with some of that guy's stuff, but I think it's not too bad. Like it's something that you could tweak pretty easily with, like, you know, just playing around with the settings and whatnot. See this little, the one downside to doing it this way. No, Hubert's not watching over shit. He's blind, remember? Hubert ain't watching shit. Yo. Yeah. Hubert watches sightlessly, as one does. But we're gonna get the hands again. Hands could use them. I think I'm just setting down some like pale flesh so I could eventually do an even paler coat on there. Some of the angles of this are just gonna fucking brutal. I'm just gonna have to accept that some of the angles of this are gonna be real fucking jank. The badge. Do you want me a bandage? Yes. Oh, that'd be fun actually. I need some ribbons somewhere. The other advantage, aka just like peace. I did actually find someone. I know Vividly Vivi's been hiring someone to do clips. I actually want to see if I can find someone that I can like give like the half an hour early bits of the Lemon Pig stream and just like condense it together into something that'd be fun. Oh yeah, let's go, let's go. So as long as you're not directly linking porn, that should be fine. How's how you doing, Puddle? How you doing? Yeah, she's fucking tubular, dude. Oh yeah, how you doing? How you doing? So you're looking for a clipper? It's one of those things that I feel like I should get. This is also like when it comes to like that thing I'm thinking about. Like I've been very introspective lately. Do you guys like what's it called? I begin like something I was realizing when I was getting nostalgic about other VTubers is like my imprint on the internet is actually pretty minimal because I don't got like a lot of clips. Like, you know, I got a lot of my streams archived and you can see stuff. But a lot of times, like, when I do feel nostalgic, I pull up clips. Yeah, that's always the big thing, dude. A trust and the vibe for sure. Let's see, let me take a look at this. Oh, let's go, let's go. Oh, shit. Speaking about Gumroad, let me show you something really cool I found. Let's see if I can find that. I say, speaking about how with the cool STL hookups, these are free, actually. This guy's apparently going to do a whole bunch of Trench Crusade, like, samurai kind of stuff. Which looks rad as shit. I have not printed them out yet, so I cannot attest to the quality necessarily. But the renders are really good. Yeah, because, like, you know, a lot of times with Trench Crusade, people will be like, yo, what's going on with Japan? And, like, then that turns into a whole thing. But I like it when people are like, what I'm going to do is I am going to, what's it called? I am going to make what I think Japan would look like, and it looks sick as shit. Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Joseph, exactly. It's just easy to do it that way. Well, how are you doing, Dash? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I think so, considering that, like, in Trench Crusade, the Forces of Hell have submarines. They were the first ones to get submarines, which means that, like, they have, like, naval dominance in a way that the church does not have. And how you doing, Ultra Squid? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? Working on my sick, nasty artillery witch. Gonna try to, like, very a bit thicker than I would have liked, but up as well. Let me double check that. Oh no. Oh, it's just that it did that thing where like somewhere in the depths of my playlist is an entire Yuka Nagase concert. Elf punches. Hey, let's go, let's go. Sunasu. Help quite a bit. Yeah, the submarines are pretty good. I figured, like, you know, I think for me a nice idea for like Japan and Trench Crusade would be like, you know, like a very distant New Antioch branch where it's just like they're trying to maintain things on the east. It's not going super well. Every now and then they'll send dudes over back to like the main battlefront to both like relay information and also help out when they can. But otherwise, like shit's kind of fucked over there. Yeah, I've seen like the general idea is to use what's it called? Is to use either New Antioch. Or I've also seen a lot of people use Sultanate if they want to do a bit more. Like, Sultanate is the most supernatural of the Abrahamic armies. Like, on paper, you know, the church is doing some weird shit in Trench Crusade, but it's a lot more subtle, I would argue. Like, you're mostly seeing a lot of that stuff behind the scenes or, like, through, like, communicants and stuff, where it's like, you know, that supernatural bit has already been taken care of. There we go. This isn't going too bad. I'm basically just sort of tracing lines into the cloak. I don't know if these are going to survive once I start doing like the washes and stuff, but that's what I'm shooting for. Yeah, I mean the church is doing like bad shit. It's weird because people are trying to do that like who are the good guys and the bad guys in the Warhammer? I don't want to do that like thing like especially where it's like there's no good guys in Trench Crusade. No. There obviously fucking are. It's just that they're doing questionable things because like the literal forces of hell are knocking next door. Like I'm not gonna do that. But who really is the bad guys when the option is to be chopped up into meat and sold in a hell slave market? Like I'm pretty sure that the church in the game experimenting on children to make receivers for God's word, a little better than that. I'm not gonna give them the full pass, but like you know, better than that. still pretty solid. Yeah, pagans don't get mentioned much so far. I think it's because, like, you know, it's the game. The focus of the game is very specific. But I think if you wanted to do pagans, you could just do trench pilgrims, You could just do trench pilgrims, be like, yeah, we don't believe in God. We're still full pagan, but we're also doing it in like a weird pagan way. So we're going to that's why you would represent it with the pilgrims. I think that'd be the best way to do it. Yeah, everything's fine. Like, oh God, what the fuck? Or I think I have to imagine at some point they might do a thing where it's like, yo, everywhere else is fucked. Like, no, everywhere else is not fine, but they're like, you know what? We saw how fucked things are over there in the African, European, and Middle Eastern fronts. How about we start preparing? Like, we gotta really get our shit together, or else we're not gonna have a fun time. Your way through the grimdark. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Bit on the. There we go. Aren't they good guys? Also, you doing WP Thrompeter? Welcome. Trumpeter. There we go. Trumpeter. There we go. Maybe. How you doing though? Welcome. How you doing? Yeah, I'm on that opinion too, where it's like it's mostly just, you know, usual circle jerking, faction stuff. It's also because, like, you know, the fiction of this setting does really make Space Marines to be very hero-y. So, like, you know, if you read the books, they definitely read more hero, and so which causes, like, you know, because we live in the internet, a bunch of just like stupid Twitter fights. Well, actually, yeah, getting this just like doing this like a thin line style is actually looking really nice. Good, okay. Like so this doesn't have any texture to it because I painted this. This is what's it called? That specifically is masking tape. Up top, at the very, very top where the net connects, that's also masking tape. I could just like keep doing that. Like I can just like keep maintaining a poke. Yeah, exactly. Like if you're captured by Space Marines, you'll probably die quick. If you're captured by Chaos Space Marines, you're gonna die slow. And if you're captured by Night Lords, Dark Eldar, or Emperor's Children, you're gonna die real slow. It's gonna be real bad. You're not gonna have a good time. Your Sans Undertale is gonna let you know you're gonna have a real bad time, buddy. Bits there. There we go. I think I'm just doing like one more pass and I'm gonna do the hands and I'll probably do an enamel wash. Probably. Like this for once again, for a shitpost mini, this is not gonna take super long, which is kind of nice. I like it when my shitposts don't take a lot. Yeah, Tao will be quick about it. Yeah, exactly. It's all good. Yeah, you have yourself a good night. Take it easy, yo. Make me a head taller. You got it, buddy. Yeah, same, honestly, same, Joseph. I keep my, my Twitter stuff pretty contained to the VTuber sphere. I don't, like, you know, I'll interact with Warhammer people for, like, minis and stuff like that, but, like, whenever there's, like, the discourse, I usually duck the fuck out, because, like, listen, I'm gonna be honest, I spent a lot of time on TG. I know that the discourse is going to be stupid. Warhammer fights are incredibly stupid. Don't get involved in them. It doesn't matter what you believe. Warhammer fights are the biggest waste of time you will ever have. Especially if you're having a power level argument, because it's just like, Goku couldn't beat a Space Marine. My Space Marine, they got like infinity shields. It's basically that. Like never get into somebody arguing whether Master Chief could take out Dante Space Marine in a fight. Because you're going to lose your life. Like, you're gonna, like, I mean, not die as in, like, you know, life is short, life is precious. You can't get that time back. And that is the abyss you purposely walk into when you get into that shit online. See, okay, I would argue 700-point lists are better to get into because, hey, if you run into, what's it called? It really is your dad could beat up, like, my dad could beat up your dad, but for, like, fictional characters. It really is. Both Dimitri and Matthew, you had this good point at the same time. Okay, now my music stopped. It's very stupid. So yeah, that kind of shit happens on there, and you know, you get the like which army, like. I would argue what's even stupider are parody debates about whether something in 40K is a parody or not. I think that was going on. I think I got a little bit of blowback from that, where it just showed up like who would win between the Emperor and Croak, and it doesn't matter. The real power level for everything Warhammer, doesn't that 40K, Age of Sigmar, Warhammer Fantasy, Does the author want one character to win? They will. Don't worry, they will. They absolutely will. Necrons will always have hidden tech. Space Marines will have true grit and Emperor spirit. Tau will have a bigger gun. Chaos will make some horror or like a dark pact or like truly like really dig in. They'll win. It doesn't matter. Like once again, none of this matters. I don't know. Maybe I just don't have a very good like I've kind of always despised like any sort of power level arguments. Because it's really just like, I like this faction, well, I like this faction, and we're just gonna yell at each other. Yeah, I think that's what really got my nerves for fucking the Bile book, where it's just like, oh, the Harlequins and their plans, and the schemes, oh, the King of Tatters, oh, the Dark Eldar. I know they're supposed to be kind of like, like mischievous and cryptic, but I always almost read them more like the piss was like, oh, how Fabius Bile, oh, what a caprice you stumbled into, Fabius Bile. Oh, the trickery of Chilgorath has fallen upon you. Will you gaze into the path we have led, or will you trail your own path? But all paths are determined by us, the Harlequins, oh ho! That book did more damage to my appreciation of the Harlequins than legitimately. Prior to that book, I was like, Harlequins, fuck, they're really cool. And I'm like, hey, I guess I was wrong on that. Maybe I made a mistake. Maybe Harlequins suck. Maybe Harlequins should get squatted. That's too harsh of an opinion. I don't think they should be squatted, no. But like, that book was definitely annoying when it came to Harlequin stuff. How you doing, Elrune? How you doing? Welcome. Oh yeah. Grot Sweep 2020. Culture. Yeah, he's still big chillin'. What's it called? The Squeebles is, I think Squeebles did better than last year's. But Squeebles still has some flaws in the process. Welcome back. I've been working on the critter. That's going pretty good. Tell us how you really feel. No, never. See, I like that Ultix maybe. I really like the Twice Taken King. I do actually enjoy that one quite a bit. This is really interesting because it's I will say that like my favorite genre of Warhammer book is the characters are powerful, but because of circumstance, shit's kind of fucked, and they have to deal with that and grow. Like I really like the Night Lords trilogy for that reason. I've been really enjoying Twice Dead King Ruin. Betrayer was fun for that. I find that genre of 40k book my favorite because like they don't need to like depower everyone. They're still fucking ludicrous. But you get some extra like spice to it. And it's pretty good. Thank you. It do be looking pretty legit. I think the plan now is I need to wait for the base to dry. Then I'm gonna enamel it. Then I'm going to so what I'm trying to wait to do is I want this to glow. But the glow is gonna need to go after after the enamel process. My hands are looking fine-ish. They're not too bad. I could show you a little bit of what I do when I do them later. Let's go. A nice book. I don't think I've read that one. I'm gonna set you aside. What do I want to work on in the meantime today? Scoot you over. Where do I go on my desk? On my desk. It goes, no, that was pretty funny, but like that was actually kind of neat because like Bile had a character moment, which was cool. I can work on the big boy. Yeah, I haven't read Rain yet, but I'm excited for it. Work on the big boy. What do we want to work on right? Oh yeah, I know. I have an idea. Let's do a fellow heretic. Here we go. This is this is the Death Commando. And I actually think I want to do... I actually do want to enamel washes at the same time, too. My plan is I want to paint these whites and do, like, a glow on the back. I think for that, what I need to do... Glue you to the base, which is just some ruined pillar of stuff. Then I think by the time both these dry, I should be able to 1-2 enamel punch them. Let's go. But yeah, oils and enamels aren't too bad. You definitely need stuff. What's it called? You definitely need, like, the supplies for it, which is, like, a whole bunch of other shit. But once you get them, they last for quite a while, and like it's a fun technique. I really like the reductive technique of just being able to like put stuff on there. Like I don't know if I could go. I don't know if I could go back to. Oh, that's not a Giselle. Oh, that's a punt gun. He's got a trench pilgrims have access to punt guns base, which is really great. You're gonna go there. But basically the idea is that like they fire these guns that are usually so big that you need a team to fire, but he's got strong, so he doesn't need a team. I'll put you. Oh, I know I could do. I've done that before. That's not everybody who does minis eventually does that. Oh, yeah, let's go back. Let's go back to you, buddy. Fuck. Yeah, he can hold a punt gun. This is gonna be my heretic priest. Not on stream, no, to be fair. Not on stream. Yeah, that's the punt gun. It's just a big gun. Like I never heard of punt guns until Trench Crusade, so I never really processed just like how big those fuckers are. Like let me get some paint on this guy. I basically already had some of the blue ready to go. So I'm just gonna do this to give another coat, and then I'll probably do a bunch of other bullshit with this dude later. I mostly have a fully built together heretic raiding party warband for which is pretty nice. But yeah, let me get you a picture of a punt gun, because I need you guys to really process how big these fuckers are. So like when you're like that's a big gun. Yes. Oh, there we go. I love this one because they got the fucking they got the straw hats. I don't know what the fuck off WebP. Are people bird hunting with punt guns? I guess if you just need to absolutely do it. So, this is what a punt gun looks like. Apparently, yeah, I guess punt guns are apparently used to kill birds. This is what a punt gun is, like IRL. So, the idea in Trench Crusade is that you can use a punt gun, but you need to have a buddy nearby unless you're strong. Unless you're strong. So, like, my guy, he has the strong traits because he's a big guy for you and for me and everyone. I can do a little bit of his skin on there. They delete birds. Oh, I should see that. There's gotta be a YouTube video of like local man hunts waterfowl with punt gun. I want to see that. I want to see ducks explode. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, basically, how's he doing Seinfeld? Exactly. Yeah, it's a buddy system for guns. And Trench Crusade punt guns are extra fun because you can juice them. You can basically be like, yo, I'm really gonna fire the fuck out of this gun. So like, you can change the pinpoint shot to a blast, but you take recoil damage. How you doing, Spork? How you doing? Welcome. I love Trench Crusade. Did you see? This is why I talk about Trench Crusade a lot. It's a very fun game. It's a very fun game, both in terms of mechanics and also just how wild bullshit gets. Might be too. I make his muscle. This is way too thin for that. What I'm trying to do. Basically, I'm just trying to make his muscles a little more defined. So just while I'm waiting for some shit to dry, you know, as one does. I can imagine them being too powerful. Like the gun is huge. I could totally see that just being like, yeah, no, we gotta. They'll have no. Oh, okay. I just sort of assumed punt was that like it would like knock someone down, you know. I didn't think about it too hard, but that does knowing that's the name of the boat you would put it on, that makes a lot of sense. On the lad. Very muscular, so this shouldn't be too bad to. Definitely because I do a lot of like gross lads. A lot of my like human skin tone stuff is definitely lacking. I'm trying to update that. It does. So the one thing, so this is from the Trench Crusade like Kickstarter pack. The one downside to their weapon kit. Their weapon kit's really, really cool. It's got a bunch of weapons in it. None of them have hands. Like all the weapons are just freestanding. And like on one hand, like, you know, I could maybe cut off like a gun arm and put that in there. But I find something like this is going to do. So he's going to have a wheel in the back, which is why like It's just kind of like, you're like, why is it just floating there? Because there will be a wheel that's going to like cover it. But, yeah, it's basically a lot of these weapons, I guess, gotta stick on the back because, like, they don't fit anywhere else. Tiny smidgen of muscle detail. Oh. Got that other hand. Another arm could just use, well. Maybe I just paint that directly on there. Oh, God, okay. So yeah, oh yeah. I mean, yeah, it makes sense if they're using like buckshot or not buckshot. Like, is that what, like the pellet shot anyway? If you're hunting a bunch of birds, but yeah, I guess at that point you pretty much just make a hail of bullets and then the geese die. Which honestly, considering geese like as a thing, good. Fuck them. God, this guy's got some angles. Fuck. Hold on. You get a little bit of a darker. I gotta get a little bit of a darker color on there. Yeah, this is one of the guys that like I worked on stream and realized like I gotta like get into some like crevices and angles. He'll probably come back maybe for like the Sunday paint because I would like to get him done. He's gonna be like my number 2 guy for Trench Pilgrims. Oh, I should work on that a little bit first. Get into the flesh recesses as one does. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, so that technically like punt guns are like one of the Trench Pilgrims' iconic weapons, to the point where like, they're the only ones that get them base. But there's a couple of factions in the game that are like, hey, we can steal weapons from other factions. Like we're like it's I think Sultanate has that with House of Wisdom, and the Hell faction of what's it called? The Knights of Avarice, the Mammon like greed boys. I still love them quite a bit. I'm still kind of wishy-washy on which heretic force I want to go. I love the Knights of Avarice because they're specifically like, yo, if your guy is too poor, like if you have a soldier that costs less than 80 ducats, you can't field them. The only exception are wretches, which are specifically cheap, like slave chaff. Otherwise, you gotta be big style, or else you're not getting in. Go. I'll work on you a little bit later. Yeah, no, that's definitely a fair balance point for sure. That's definitely like I'm fully okay with them doing that to the wretches. It's like, you know, Trench Crusade, like you do want quality guys, but also this is a game where like technically getting objectives is really powerful. How you doing, the puppet? How you doing? Welcome. How you doing? I guess what kind of game you feeling? Are like is your husband more into like fantasy? Are you looking for like you can maybe do like Rangers of Shadow Deep or whatever if you want like something that's just like nice and sort of co-op-y, I guess. That's sort of the good one. I hear a lot of good. I've heard really good things about Rangers of Shadow Deep. Shadow Deep or Shadows Deep? I don't remember exactly which one. Frostgrave is fun. I don't know if it's really co-op. I also don't know how Frostgrave would work with like 2 players. I'm gonna be real. You could probably do it. I don't know if it'd be like the best experience ever. Yeah, Ranger Shadows Deep, whatever, is meant for like 1-person to 2-person gameplay. Or you're just going out into the wilds and doing like ranger shit. Their co-op supplement? I guess that's true. I guess there's like a supplement for everything at this point. I forget that. Blue one there. I will. Downside with the dirt texture, like the dirt color I use, is it takes forever to dry. We'll continue to work our way through the lads and whatnot. How you doing, Denziel? Welcome, everybody. Welcome. If you do not know me, I am Halbernaut the Mimic Elf. I'm a miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle and Skaven variety. And today, this is not primarily what I'm working for. Also, how you doing to Avalon Apple? Welcome. And how is Persona? How you been enjoying Persona? Yeah, hold on, let me see if I can find that game for you. Like Ranger Shadow Deep. There we go. It is also made by the Frostgrave guy. So, there we go. The link of this. Got a new friend tonight. Hey, yeah, let's go. Like I said, I enjoyed the Persona 5, but I have not played Royal because Persona 5 is a long game. God, that was a long game. But yeah, so today's real model of the hour is this, my artillery witch who's doing sick tricks. Her trick's the sickest. So that's been going pretty well. I'm currently waiting for her to dry a teeny bit so I can do some enamel washes, but otherwise, it's based on that art over there. Let's go. Yeah, fucking wicked. Also, how you doing, Salota? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? Also, how you doing, Russell? Do a number to shock myself with, 7. Oh, Futama's pretty good. Who did I romance in that game? I actually don't remember who I romanced in Persona 3, 5. Who did... I have to check my save file legitimately. I don't remember that. I don't think the romance I did was like super great. Shock. Like, wait, do you actually got like a fucking like buzz collar? I thought this was a joke or whatever. Because if it's actually shock collar, then 9. No, don't hurt yourself. Like, dude, you know whatever the fuck you're doing. Yeah, I don't know much about the new girl. I know she's like, I think it's one of those ones that people who haven't played the game don't seem to like her, but people who have do. So I don't know. But also, once again, like I said, like I like Persona 5. It was pretty fun. I don't have a. By the time I got to like the end, I was like, this game is very. I'm ready. I had fun. I'm ready. I'm ready to duck out. 1 to 10 on a 100-point scale? Wait, what? How does that work? I mean, I can go up to like 99? Oh no, don't have me set the fucking like power. I don't know shit about electric shit. Listen. I don't know anything about shock collars. That's what all you kids are doing these days. I don't know that. I do not want to be responsible if you like, I don't know, cook your brain. I realize I did not get the bombs of this. We're set to like 7. I thought you were joking. There we go. Remember, I'm at the end of the day, I'm a nice man with happy feelings all the time. Like yourself. That's good then. Oh yeah. I'm gonna set her aside. I'm gonna get out my enamel stuff because I think it's. I can do a little dry brushing on the base and then get that. All right, yeah, there we go. I like to use enamels a lot. But yeah, by the way, fuck, did I introduce myself? If you do not know me, I'm Halbernut, the Mimic Elf, miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle and Skaven variety. Kinda? Like, it's... The tech level is kind of all over the place because, like, you know, at the end of the day, the tech level of Trench Crusade is, this needs to look cool. It's very much like, is this cool? Yeah, put it in. Like, that's the tech level of Trench Crusade. Well, that's how I'll do. I paint rats. I did paint a rat a little bit yesterday. Itty bitty bit. The damn that smarts. I imagine it does, yeah. Yeah, really cool, exactly. It's like at the end of the day, this was a setting made for a guy who's like, yo, this is gonna be like a fun thing to do. Like he just drew art that he liked, and because like, you know, he's like a concept artist for like, he's also done work on like Diablo and some other stuff. He showed some sketches of the Heretic Naval Raiders, and they look pretty legit. Yeah, tech level, yes. The tech level, fuck yeah. A bit more. I need just like a bigger dry brush. I know you're supposed to do bigger dry brushes, but I always get like really, really small on them. Yeah, they got subs machine guns. Technically, machine armor is effectively like human scale power armor a little bit. But then also like the Trench Pilgrims to Shrine Anchorites machine armor, but there's just like a dude getting like flayed inside of there, but he's into it because like he feels bad. But also he feels real good. There we go. This should be. Hey, perfect. I get like a little bit of a little bit of some dry brushing before I start doing the enamel washing. There we go. So yeah, I think he showed some sketches of what the Naval Raiders look like too. They got like really cool suits. That's one of those things that like I don't know if they're actually gonna make models for them, but like it'd be cool to see third-party people make some of those. I have some conversion ideas in mind for my rank and file, but I haven't really done much with it just yet. So yeah, he's feeling euphoric though, specifically like because the whipping is giving him big bone for Jesus. All right. Enamel time. Let's do this. I'll move this over here. Move the paints over here. Got my little thingy of enamels. Do I get my mineral spirits? So yes. So whenever I do enamels, I got a big jar of mineral spirits, which I won't put on stream because, hey, it's all good. Have yourself a good night. Take it. No, it's late. Oops. A lot of accoutrement, but it's not too bad in the end. And then I'm going to get some Goons Grind. Hell yeah, that's the type I'm going to use. Put in my... Oh, no! That'll be fine. Alright, so back when I did the OG Kickstarter for Trench Crusade, it had a bunch of little portraits of all the guys you could get. I decided to put those into little picture frames, but I just got them on my desk. And whenever I started shaking the desk with my Vortex mixer, they started to get all fucked up. Yeah, I gotcha. I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. Like knowing it's coming and you're responsible. You're like, oh, okay. All right, there we go. I think this while she's drawing, I'm going to start on this lad. There we go. Got this. I'm going to grab a brush. Dip it into the mineral spirits to thin it down a wee bit. There we go. I'm just going to paint over him. I'm going to grime him up. Gonna do that all over. Then I'm going to dry brush him. I'm going to hit him with the blow dryer. And I'll probably wipe off some extras. No, maybe not. This guy's going to be kind of a grittier model to begin with. Because I did that like tarnished look. But yeah. If everyone else from the raid needs to have themselves a good night, I totally understand. It do be a Sunday night? Goddamn. I missed one stream in a week and then my sense of time is destroyed. It really do be like that. How you doing, Ligerman? How you doing? Welcome. Working on the Death Commando right now. It's turned out pretty good. To be fair, this is not like I did mine in a very efficient way as well. I'm also pretty excited. I'm going to be giving a penitent engine, and some other nonsense to one of my Magic friends tomorrow because he's like, "Yo, how?" Like a lot of my people in my Magic group are watching me do Trench Crusade stuff, and they're like, "Hey, can you like, how hard would it be to get some minis for this game?" I'm like, "I got you covered. I got you covered, motherfucker." There we go. Get some Malin Griffiths. Hey, let's go. I mean, it's one of those things that, like, you know, you gotta balance school with shit. I've been there. My earliest mini painting days was when I was in college, so I had to try to balance that shit. God, trying to do minis on a college student budget was not fun. That was rough. Luckily at the time, like, War Machine was reasonably affordable, which was cool. It was like reasonably affordable, but like, I don't think you could really do that now with War Machine. Kind of mix it in there. Last work this semester. Best of luck with that. Best of luck with that. It's not the worst, but yeah, I think for me especially, I remember going from like freshman, sophomore to junior, like, oh god. Oh yeah, if you're doing masters too, yeah, that's gonna be quite a bit. I never did do a masters. One of these days, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't know if the guild would give a shit if I did that though. Like I don't know if I'm gonna have time to like do that and then everything else. I did my first 2 years of VTubing, trying to finish off a human degree and stream and a full-time job. That was a mistake. That was one of the most combinations of all time. And oh boy, oh fucking boy, that was a lot. That was a lot. It was insane, but like I'm a little sad because I think that also like didn't give me the full energy and time to really put it into like the primo years of VTubing. But like, you know, I needed to do what I needed to do. You know, it worked out, but it was fine. Yeah, War Machine dying is still like every time people like I'll check into it because I'm still curious because like you never truly forget. But everything about Chimera makes me sad and like angry, honestly. Take my blow dryer. Gonna flash off. Really, this guy I'm probably not gonna wipe much off because like I think the grime kind of accentuates what I want to be doing with him anyway. So this is more of like a preliminary thing. Conquest. Yeah, I will say like Games Workshop stuff is Games Workshop stuff, but goddamn, they've really fixed like mold line issues and stuff. I do not have to deal with those anymore. Yeah, I always feel about that. There's like a couple of games like I'm upset that like I was alive during periods for like early Planescape and like D&D 2E and stuff like that. But like, you know, I grew up in a small town where that was just never going to be a thing. That was just absolutely not going to happen. This is crusty as shit. I need to probably clean the bottle for the goods grime at some point. Yeah, me liking grimy models, big if true, for sure. Go ahead and kind of dirty up the bomb. We're gonna dirty up her cloak. Yeah, I have a lot of like, you know, the usual reasonable complaints most people have about G-dubs, but like, you know, their plastic quality is pretty solid. I cannot complain there. There we go. So many cool, yeah, so many minis, so many cool games. That's why that's legitimately also how I feel about Conquest. Like if I either like had infinite more time or like, I don't know, if minis were my full-time job and then I could like do that for like, you know, work, I would love to do Conquest. It's just not feasible. Yeah, I mean, I think it's because like, you know, like they were there for like first-ish, reasonably first. They got a good IP. Really, the IP is honestly sort of like the big thing. Because, like, you know, there was like a really rough time around like 7th edition. I don't know. There was a couple editions where 40K was not doing, like, especially during the War Machine days. If like 40K was like still the big dog, but was in very much like the waiting years. What's the president? It was like Kirby. There was a Games Workshop president. I think it was Kirby that like really fucked shit up like a lot. That, like things could have been real bad, but then you know, like 8th edition and like. How's how you doing, TK? Welcome. How you doing? I think it's also that like survivorship thing too, where it's just like, most game companies that are not G-Dub, I mean, G-Dub shoots itself in the foot like every other week, but they have the war chest and they have the IP to survive that. If like any other game company like fucks up for an edition, they die. They fucking die. And Conquest got some Dwayne Corin. Oh, let's go. I have eyes on the Spire models because I think they look neat, and also like I'm not a big fan of the scale of Conquest, but I feel like with Spire models, like, you know, that scale is like I could use them for like horrible mutant abominations in other games. Like if Conquest was to die overnight, I could still basically take every Spire thing and be like, yo, these are still pretty good. Yeah, they shoot themselves in the foot a lot, but because they have the money to survive being shot in the foot, where other companies do not. That's why they're still kicking. Yeah, it's like I would almost say it's a monopoly, but it's like not. It's like I wouldn't want like break up Games Workshop. No. But like, you know, a lot of it's more like D&D where like there are alternatives, but a lot of people just don't want to move, even if they have issues. Even if you got issues with G-dubs, you're like no. I'm just gonna whine instead. That'd be fine. I'm not delusional. There's some people like, yeah, Trench Crusade's gonna kill Warhammer. I'm like, you are high. But I'm hoping Trench Crusade's making G-dubs sweat, like at least a little bit. I think that would be fine. I also feel in that, Joseph, it's weird, like, a lot of the Spire models I like, but there's just like, I think it's just the default color scheme. They always do like the default color scheme stuff on the Spire is always really weird to me. I think it's just because they're trying to show that like, yo, there's like a lot of sub-factions in the Spire that compete against each other. I always find it the way, hold on. I think sometimes they try to represent that with models and it looks strange. There we go. Oh, by sheer size, I already have. True. Yeah, I don't know how you'd break it up. I guess that would be the route. I guess tactically that would be the route. But even then, that doesn't really work either. Yeah, I think that's always the thing too. I think now if Warhammer starts to do bad, they do have like, you know, every Primarch is functionally a, hey, we can dodge bankruptcy. Do they need a huge influx of cash? Just like bring back like any given Primarch. You could just do that. Like, grime some of this. And I think after a while it would run out, but like I do think you could just do that and be like ready to go till the end of time. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, the IP is resilient too. Yeah, and it's like because like also game companies, you have to get them to care about. You're like, okay, I was talking about this with what's it called? What's the name of the game? Warcrow. Warcrow could have a good setting, but there's a buy-in. There's definitely a buy-in for people who are interested in Warcrow. Which, like, you don't particularly need that anywhere else. Also, how you doing, Pebbles? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's... The thing is, I mean, I understand why it's STL only. I mean, you can get printed models, but yeah, no, they're kind of jank. They just, like, manufacturing capability is a whole other thing. I do think having it as, like... I actually think this really smart idea for Trench Crusade is what they're doing with the licensing, where you can basically be like, this is compatible with Trench Crusade, or this is, like, a friend of Trench Crusade license. I think that's incredibly, incredibly smart. Because, like, that's always the thing, too. So, like, if you like war games, and, like, you don't like Games Workshop, what do you like? There's infinite games, which is cool. It's cool to have infinite options, but that fractions off the resources of everyone else. And, like, it'd be hard to be like, okay, everybody who's not Games Workshop, adopt the exact same style, go. Like, that's not going to work. But, like, you would need effectively something like that. And I think, like, one-page rules did that, like, sort of as well, where it'd be like, yo, you could just, like, get a compatibility thing as well. Also, how you doing? Yeah, how you doing, Pebble? How you doing, Icarus? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? Second Primarchs. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you do for second Primarchs. They'll run out eventually. They'll run out eventually of Primarchs. But the thing is, like, you could just slow roll them pretty easily. Like, let's say we do a new Loyalist Primarch every edition. Let's say every edition gets one Loyalist Primarch. That gives us Dorn. That gives us Jagatai. That gives us not Ferrus Manus. That gives us Corvus. Ferrus Manus. Not Ferrus Manus. Fucking not Vulcan. God damn it. Why am I thinking Leman Russ? I keep on calling Leman Russ Ferrus Manus. Okay. I'm probably missing a couple. That's 5. Stretch those out over 2 to 3 years. That's 15 years of Primarch money. Like, I don't think Games Workshop needs to worry about running out. And even if they, like, double up, or, like, if they did a Primarch a year every year, they would not run out. And that's not even talking about the fuck, that's just Loyalist Primarchs. You got fucking Purdy. You got, like, Fulgrim's coming out, yes. You got fucking Lorgar. Like, you got fucking Alfarius, or Omegion, or whoever he is these days. You got options. There we go. Good old Purdy Robbo. All right. We put the enamels up. I think this turned out pretty legit. I like scrape off of the dirt. Probably not. Get like a little bit. There we go. Just getting a little bit off of there. Yeah, like you got Primarchs for days. If you want Primarch money and don't give a shit, they got stuff. And, like, it's harder for other war games to do that because other war games have not been around since goddamn, like, 1989. You can't get a time machine. Yeah, I don't know. As a about said world use, as a Word Bearers fan, I'm okay if he doesn't come back anytime soon. That'll be fine. I think it's also because there's been, like, one picture released of what Demon Primarch Lorgar looks like. He's just Lorgar with more horns. It's actually really, really boring. He's not as spicy as some of the other ones. Oh, it will get worse for sure. You got it's the worst status quo. Yeah, hold on, let's see if I can find that. I'm pretty sure this is official. It was, like, posted in, like, some book someplace. Let's see. Also, Bakoko Fonao? Bakoko, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the workshop. How you doing? Lorgar. Yeah, let's see if I can find it. God, I'm gonna have to fucking there, okay, this is it. So I installed one of those plugin things. Oh, hold on. Oh, also, Rain Cloud, how you doing? Welcome. Sorry, I just got the alerts. I just got the alert on the YouTube side. I'm very sorry about that. How you doing? Also, how you doing, Vetting? Welcome. How you doing? How you doing? You find this. You find this. YouTube raids. Why you like this? For people who do not know me, I'm Halbernut the Mimic Elf. I'm a miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle and Skaven variety, and I am baffled by YouTube raids. How you doing though? How you doing? I'm showing everybody what I think. God, there's so much AI art that, like, luckily I got the script that hides a lot of it, but it's still not perfect. I'm pretty sure this is this is Demon Primarch Lorgar, the little bit we've seen. And how you doing? How you doing, Chad? Welcome. How you doing? And it's like, this is not much, but I'm just kind of like, it's. I mean, yeah, that's certainly a Daemon Lorgar. I feel nothing. I feel nothing on that. Yeah, Lorgar out of 10. Lorgar out of 10. A Mantic Plague model. Ooh, yeah, let's go. Oh, yeah, I do a lot of... Also, hello, Xeno, and hello, Raincloud. How you doing? Yeah! Oh, yeah, I do a lot of wargaming stuff. I'm currently working on a sick, nasty artillery witch for Trench Crusade. I don't know. Maybe I'll get her tonight. Yeah, his head is just mostly spikes. And also, Steve, have yourself a good night and take it easy, yo. Yeah, as far as I can tell, that's the only official pick. They might change it or, like, you know, like jazz it up a bit. Oh god, no! I forgot that my white. Oh, hold on, I know. So I'm trying to. I want them to have a bit of a glow. Get that on there. Let me get that on there. Oh yeah, best of luck. Yeah, best of luck in the battle, Tekken, yo. I don't think I want to do like a full use the airbrush glow for this. But I think I can. But I think I can get this. I think I can get this good. What I need to do, I believe, the technique is I take some Proacryl white, and then I paint over the symbol. So yeah, if you guys do not know about Trench Crusade, it's a very, very cool game that I'm really big into. I do Black Grail as my main faction. That one. I also like me some Death Guard. I also like me some Word Bearers. I like me some Turnip 28. I like me some Skaven. I like me some war games. I do like me some war games a lot. Yeah, that's my thought too. It's like, yeah, like the people talk about that, like, yeah, like Daemon Primarch fucking Purdy is probably gonna be a big obliterator. Like, that's cool. What's Lorgar? A dude. He's just a guy. I'm hoping if he ever gets an actual model and or comes back. I think he's came back in the lore. I think he's been around for a while. But he doesn't do a whole lot because, like, you know, there's only so much time and attention, and you gotta sell other models. Yeah, Skaven good. Let's see, but they would credit alright ending. Yeah, that's also another thing too, is you can't end 40k. I need to keep the bright white on this. Skaven do be fun. I would be okay if he was a gigantic book, honestly. That would be fun. I kind of see. I think if you gave me the option to do well, how would you do Daemon Primarch Lorgar? Hal? I would basically make him a walking church. Like, I would make it so he has fused parishioners into his body at all times, just continuously chanting the words of chaos. He would have a big steeples coming out of his spine, stuff like that. I think that would be fun. Make him like a big sort of not I guess that would kind of make him more of a Hulk. Yeah, stained glass armor would be cool. Maybe I guess giving wings is pretty common. I would give him proper angel wings just for the irony's sake. I wouldn't give him any sort of tainted wings. There we go. That'd be kind of neat, yeah. Or if God, what's his name? Oh yeah, the mount Dorgar. The mounts of Acheron in what's it called? In the Age of Sigmar, or also Warhammer Fantasy. You could just do that's true. You could do that, just make them some aspect of all four of the Chaos Gods, in a perfect unity. That would also be cool too. You could do so much. Scroll Tongue would be rad. Yeah, there we go. So some combination of that. I would either make him, a big walking church, or I would make him the perfect fusion of all 4 Chaos Gods. Just at once. Or maybe give him 4 arms. Give him an arm for each Chaos God, you know? So he's got like a what's it called? He's got like the Nurgly arm that's all rotted. He got the Slanesh arm all like snaky and smoothie. I don't know. I don't know. Once again, going back to like Warhammer power stuff is always really silly. Yeah, Dorgar, Lorgar, big if true. We could also give him a mount, yeah. Open your eyes. Because like he wasn't necessarily the strongest in Horus Heresy. He was just juicing really, really hard on Chaos. All right, so this is my plan. That like I gotta. Trying to do a orange dry brush on this bad boy. Too wet. Wet. This might not. I try to use the the Tooth and Coat's orange. Oh, I guess it turned out pretty good. I'm trying to do like a really cheapo, easy way to do. Oh, I might be rubbing off some of the enamel. This will probably be fine. I might need to like just like maybe do like. There we go. There we go. So we got like a glowing symbol, and I think the one thing to do on top of that. This might. A yellow. So how you doing, Fox? How you doing? Welcome. How you doing? In a big platform. Oh, that would be cool too. Just like have like a big fucking just like platform would be neat. Also, voice. Yeah, exactly, Maydell. Just gonna give them all the cool arms. Hold on. I will be right back. I need to grab a paint from a different room. All my paints are everywhere. Goddamn. I need to find my yellow, which I know I left at my airbrush room. There we go. Airbrush room. How you doing, nerd? How you doing? See, let's go back. All right, let's go. Yeah, also, how you doing, Justin Cannon? Welcome. How you doing? Hold on, real quick. Let me check something. I'll take a drink. Ah, there we go. Yeah, so I got my two thin coats yellow. Excellent. Oh, I might actually be ready for tonight. Like, once again, not my most complicated paint, but I'm like pretty reasonably happy with it as like, you know, a shit post. Yeah, I guess that's always the tricky thing is Bellacore is also super big on the... I guess he's undivided, but also undivided in a way where it's just like, I don't give a shit. Like, Lorgar is undivided all the above. Bellacore is undivided as in, like, fuck you. I read the first Heretic, and I really liked it. I didn't know a lot about the Word Bearers before that point, but I really liked their stuff in the book. I really always liked, you know, I do like the demon stuff. I liked Lorgar, I like Argel Tall. It was just like a fun book overall. And like I was originally gonna do, so I had some Horus Heresy models that I was like, you know what? I was originally gonna do like Death Guard in there as well, just to do like basically Death Guard in like every, maybe a bit too thick. There we go. Oh yeah. There's a, if you check the Discord, there should be a like finished mini section. If anything, you could definitely post your stuff in there. Yeah, he's not much of a fighter. He's got like he's like pretty good psychically, but yeah, I also agree. Yeah, he does pretty good. Arendevsky Bowden does pretty good books. I generally enjoyed the little bits I read of his stuff. There we go. It's a crown. Oh, that would be pretty rad too. So how you doing, Dr. Anime? Welcome. How you doing? For the force. as much as one perfect one. Yeah, because there definitely need to be some blend because of the Pantheon worship, but yeah, that would also work. And there is not as perfect as I would have liked. I think what's gonna happen is I might get some yellow on this bad boy, and then I might just let him dry a bit. I think I not that he's not too dry, but you do some tweaking on there. Get a little bit more on there. Let's go. The thing is, like, he's never. I would love Lorgar to be happy. I felt that's one of the things I like. Lorgar did everything wrong. Like I love Lorgar. He's a fun dude. He unlike people are like Magnus did the best he could with the knowledge he had. Lorgar did everything wrong, but I understand why he did everything wrong. I really do. He's just like, Dad, I just you're a cool god. You are a cool god, and also, like, I'm gonna worship you as one, and we're gonna make all these cool temples. And like, he made a bunch of places that didn't rebel. If the Emperor wasn't on a secret timetable that only he knew, that would have made a lot of sense. Like, all the stuff he took over was pretty legit. And so, like, you just kind of read over the first heretic, you're like, I get why he fell. I understand. Yeah. Like, I think he knew. I don't think it was quite that bad. I think it was just like he was hoping that the Emperor would come around, that like he's just being humble. Like, you know, like, oh shucks, Lorgar, I'm not a god. I'm just a guy. I'm just a dude. Yeah, Monarchia in my heart forever. I like the models, so like that was a kit bash. This is an official model, which I like. The tricky thing, it's really hard to say, like, I'm gonna be like, this is gonna sound like a weird deflecty thing. It's hard to make definitive statements about the Trench Crusade models because they were done by multiple sculptors. I do believe there's some models in there that I'm kind of like on, like the Stigmatic Nuns are kind of not great. They work, but they're not as cool as the concept art by a huge degree. Meanwhile, the Amalgam, which I painted. The problem is if I drop the Amalgam, it's gonna audio flashbang everyone. It's gonna audio flashbang everyone. Oh, I know what I can do. Hold on, I can drop a picture. Let me do that. I'll drop a picture for now. Still. There we go. Transform. Hit to screen. Like, this is, mind you, I kit bash this a little bit. If you see bug bits, the bug bits are an addition of mine. However, everything else is like, you know, pretty bone stock. And it's a great model. I love it to pieces. That was a good one. Oh god, I need to make some room. Sorry, Lorgar. If you were a cooler Lorgar, we'll get rid of Punt Gun as well. PA-san will stay on there because I'm just gonna leave PA-san on there for a while. Fuck it, why not? Go. And when the cancer is guns. It does look baller. And I got one more too I can show off just for people who are like, wait, did that? Oh, there we go. There we go. Transform, fit the screen. This is the Hunter of the Left-Hand Path, which is like, that was just a fun model to paint. Holy shit. I can't stress enough how fun this was to paint. And like the goriness of the flesh arrow turned out good. I was really happy with that one. That one was a good one. Yeah, it's like, I think overall the models are pretty good quality. I feel like I'm pretty confident on that. But yeah, some of them are better than others for sure. I hate Foreskin Archer, but I guess. Channel to texture work. Hey, let's go. Yippee, hell yeah. A lot of that is Villainy Ink enamels too. I mean, we're at the point right now. Here's what's gonna happen. Right now, we're at the point where, like, you know, people who kickstarted it have access to the models. Everyone else doesn't, so there's a lot of kit bashes. I think that those people who have kitbash will continue to kitbash and will like to kitbash, but will be supplementing their armies with official models. We are soon going to see a wave of people who will not kitbash, but because, like, you know, there's just like some people, I just want the official models and that's it. That's fine. Like, that will be sort of a rollout that will be happening pretty soon. Oh, damn. Are you all right? Are you all right, Fuber? So that will happen soon. I don't think it's like the game is like, so like I use this Turnip 28 is a very different game, but also has a very similar design ethos. And Turnip 28 has had official models for ages. It has not changed how often people kitbash, like quite a bit. So I'm pretty optimistic that Trench Crusade will be pretty kitbashy. And when I got to my local store, so because I got some of the models early, because Tuomas was really nice enough to send me a Pit Locust, I was the only one with an official model there. The group I'm playing with do not typically have official models. They probably will start having them soon, because other people did kickstart that. But I still think it's going to be a pretty good mix of, like, you know, official model, kitbash model, official model with some tweaks. But also, if you're wondering why I'm painting these white, it's because these are going to glow, basically. Yeah, definitely, like, lie down and take it easy, yo. Yeah, the biggest boy. I love the biggest boy. He's so good. Like, those two are like my favorite models from the Kickstarter. There's actually probably a couple that, like, I did not pick up that I might. But these are going to need multiple coats as well, which will be fine. Like, they are going on sale on Monday. You can get the STLs officially legally on Monday, which is nice. Yeah, that's sort of my thought too. Like, for vatting, I really liked the Hunter. I did not need to kitbash the Hunter. The Hunter, I was like, this is actually exactly what I would want. It's cool. But yeah, basically everything else in my court's going to be pretty kitbashed, which I'm okay with. It's pretty nice. I kind of, let me take a sip real quick. Yeah. There we go. I was kind of hoping that more of the factions would have what the Trench Pilgrims and the Heretics have, where you straight up can get what's it called, like multi-part models. I believe they've mentioned that there's going to be there's interest in making those making some of the other ones multi-parts, like the new Antioch stuff and the Sultanate. I don't know if you could really do multi-parts for courts, and the Black Grail's just kind of weird in that, like, you don't got a lot, like, your basic troop is a Grail Thrall, and it can't equip shit. And, like, I guess you could do multi-part other, like, stuff. That'll be fine. The Blender Kitbash and Orc. Oh yeah, let's go. Yeah, I think those are good. I mean, they also people have already made some of those. If you can't wait, friend to the channel Sir Nicholas has a bunch of multi-part, like, trooper kits, which are really, really nice. I think what I just need to do is I just need to get this, like, one coat of this, like, really fucky thin white on here. Yeah, I'm gonna let that dry a little. All right, so let me. Yeah, we definitely. I assume the Artillery Witch would be, like, pretty quick. It actually just. Thing is, I still want to do Muso Black on there, so I'm probably not gonna roll her out tonight. I'll do, like, a little picture, be like, she's pretty close. How you doing, Billy? How you doing? Welcome. Just like a French artist. Wait. Oh, fuck! I didn't put my apron back on. There we go. Oh, same. I prefer. That's why I really like the fact that all the Trench Crusade, the Turnip 28 kits, by base were multi-part kits. I was very, very glad that those were, like, multi-part kits overall. What we gotta do for you? I think this bastard exposed tummy a little bit, I guess. I could probably just do a big dry brush on you, actually. Do a big dry brush, put some dirt on there. Really messy paint. Yeah, I mean, it's like the fact that, like, you establish that ethos early on. And, like, it's not unique to them necessarily, but the fact is, like, you know, because, like, a lot of war games went the other option. Like, I like Malifaux. Infinity seems pretty neat. They're clearly doing a very specific thing. I'm sure people kitbash their Malifaux stuff all the time. It's not discouraged, but it's not encouraged. And I really like that. I really like the models as like a fun little art project. Because prior to actually playing the game, that's what I did. I did stuff for Turnip 28, assuming I would never get to play, and then I found the group, and now I just get to roll in with all my I get to run with a fully painted army every time I play Turnip 28. It's baller. Like, yeah, there's might be like 1 or 2 units, so like I'm like working on that might not be painted, but for the most part, like the core are there, and like Toffs are painted. I also, as a joke, painted a Toph Hatsune Miku, and honestly, I kind of use that Miku a lot. I kind of use that Miku for a lot of shit. It's just kind of works. It makes sense. But yeah, I appreciate in the Kickstarter that they were really explicit. They were like, "Yo, we like kit bashes. Don't worry about like making your models official," because I think that's the best stance that endears me to a game super duper hard. If the stars align and I ever put together a project of my own, which I would like to do just for fun. I don't have any real big aspirations for anything, but like, I would definitely want to encourage the same idea. Bring your own tire boards. Oh, yeah, if it's only 2x2, yeah, I could definitely see that. Like, once you make terrain that small, you can definitely kind of mess around with there. Give it to Army Brave for Turnip. Hell yeah, let's go. It's a fucking spirit. Into the folds and the recesses, and side bits. I gotta be really careful because this is holding on there. Oh god, yeah. I have a picture of her. Hold on. It was a joke because like, so every now and then Twitter will do these trends of like, hey, we made Miku like X, and I was like, this is bullshit. I can't make Miku like X because I don't do traditional art. Wait a minute. wait a minute. I can't do that. I'm an artist too. God damn it. It's because weird. It's like I always feel weird calling myself an artist, but I mean, yeah, technically. Wait a gosh darn minute. So yeah, it made me a Miku as kind of a joke, but I kind of really like it. I really like it as the way it turned out. So let me finish like getting a good dry brush on this dude, and then I will totally show you her. Your army list. Oh yeah, let me know. That's there. I call myself a painter. Fair. Understandable. An artiste. There we go. Hold on. That was way too close to me saying an artist, and I don't even think that's entirely wrong. There we go. Transform. I don't know how people will just like auto drop stuff and it works. There we go. There's my Hatsune Miku. Also, there's the fucking Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff barbecue terrain slightly in the back. So a long time ago, I bought during a Homestuck like Remembrance collab. I bought some of the barbecue sauce you could get on their shop, forgetting that the fact that the Homestuck ended like 6 years ago at that point, and they definitely did not keep their barbecue sauce well stocked. So I converted the bottle into terrain, so I just got a bunch of stuff called like little signs that say like brown dinner sauce and other things. Yeah, thank you. I think you guys like the Miku. It was it's a fun model. I use it as my Toph a lot. I have like a couple of models that I'm like, these are my Toph rotation, where it's like this model feels like good enough, legitimate enough. Like I don't mean like a quality thing, as in like, you know, a Toph needs to look imposing. Like it's gotta look like they're in charge. And who's more in charge than Hatsune fucking Miku? Also realizing that something I wanted to do with this guy is, I feel like it's like interior kind of deal that I want to paint up like flesh. But effectively doing that thing where it's like I set the what's it called? I set the base coat to red, and I'm gonna go back with that like red texture enamel stuff, and I'm gonna like really flesh it out. Let's go. the cult of fans. He will rule the world, even if that world is the turnip one. I'm just gonna have this go all the way down. Feel a little scuffed because of the staff. That's there we go. Hey, this looks pretty good. Not sure what it is. It's like so. Hatsune Miku is a weird entity thing. He does kind of got hostile energy. So Hatsune Miku, in the most easy definition, it is a voice bank software where effectively you can use it to sing for you. Like you buy a license to the Miku software, and you use it to synthesize vocals for music. Now that's a definition that is basic, but does not really explain the phenomenon. Because Miku is sort of like an open license, it's effectively, imagine like an OC that is pretty recognized. It's like almost like a shared collective OC for the entire world. And like the people behind it, there's still Miku games and whatnot. And but like people will do their own spins on Miku. And sometimes those spins get really popular. Like there was God, what's it called? The Monitoring Miku, which is a music video of her when she shows up to your front door and talks about watching you jerk off, but it's okay because she's into that. But there's also like cutesy Snow Time Miku, where it's just her playing in the snow and singing songs about fun snow stuff. Everybody basically gets their own iteration of Miku. And there's also merch and stuff like that. And because she's like pretty popular, because she's been a collective worldwide OC for the last like multiple years. Yeah, Brazilian Miku got real big. She's like a template and an OC and a singer. She's wearing a lot of hats. So it is very specific. It is very specific. She turns 18 this year. Dear God. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's like Toho too, where it's like it is a set fan base, but like the creators are basically like, yeah, do it then for the fuck you want, and then people do. I picture that Monitoring Miku. I feel like I saved one. There we go. Yeah, there we go. It's a very good design. I'm a big fan of the medical eye patches. Medical eye patches are kind of my shit. I love those. Not on me. Like I don't think I am a character for like medical eye patches, but I think if other people have them, molto bene. Excellent. The good shit. Love it. Love to see it. What do I want to do with you, buddy? Oh yeah, the skin I might do a little bit of a... Is it like a dark ring on you already? Put a little bit more. That's the thing though. I bought Tedo for my birthday and I've barely had time. I think the big thing is I need to buy the advanced version of the VSense software for her. And I just keep thinking like, God damn, that's like another $70. Look at another $70. What does that mean? How you doing, Abyssinian? Welcome. How you doing? How you doing? Working on the dude. Small price supply for Tedo, fair. I think I will eventually get back to it. That might even be like a fun stream idea. Like, hey, let's fuck around with Tedo tonight. For me, the big thing is just like, time is a premium for me in my life, and I hate that it's like that, but it is. So like Tedo, like I got the big like, yeah, I'm gonna do some like VSense stuff. I'm like, oh god, this is a lot. Oh, I kind of forgot this is like a whole separate hobby. Well, you should do it. It's fun. Just the nice thing about Miku is like, even if you don't want to do custom sculpts, you could easily just do what's it called? Yeah, you just color a model like Miku, and that'll basically get you there. That'll be good enough. Yeah, it's not that expensive in like the grand scheme of things being expensive, but it's expensive in a way that I'm like, this is outside of the frivolous purchase territory. When if I was to get the V-Synth, I got Teto on sale, so like that wasn't that big of a deal. But like if I get the V-Synth, that's gonna be that's like just outside my fun time threshold. So maybe this is also a big thing too, because like I didn't spend that much money on MagFest last year, but I don't want to go spending a lot of money until post MagFest, so I just know how much free cash I got kicking around. So I think my general plan is like once that happens, I want to do buy some shit. That's nothing wild, but I'm like stream stuff. And that'll be good just so I know like how much I got to work with. Doing like a quick little dry brush on the staff. Learn of a tentacle monster for post figures? Oh, there. See what tactical night vision goggles, why would an elf use them? Eh, why not? For fun. Sometimes things are fun just because they're fun. In the words of the wise sage Yui Kaon, fun things are fun. Truly an inspiration to us all. So I originally was going to do the ground like a dark green, like kind of like a light blue. It didn't work. I was not a big fan of the way that looked. I'm just gonna repaint it brown. It'll be fine. I might do some like gloss texture on it to make it look wetter. That's probably what I'm gonna do. I could do meat ground. The tricky thing is this guy. So my heretics are not as meat themed as my court is. Meat ground makes sense for my court. My heretics are like a bit more grounded, meat grounded. Because they are like they're the more human faction of my heretic stuff. I also got a bunch of this on my palette. I want to use it, so I'm just gonna get that and shit. I get a little bit of brown on the tentacle. That's not a big dealio. I probably need it. I'll need to repaint the tentacle. Got some random shit on there. It's coming out. Hey, let's go. Little tentacle. Yeah. I guess technically, if you use the tentacles for the Miku art, like Twin Tails, you could do that. Also, Moss, have yourself a good night and take it easy, yo. Have a good night. Have a good night. But yeah, maybe I should. Maybe I should pick up Teto again. So the thing is, like, I've always had like a very like. I've always had this interest in wanting to do that kind of stuff, like doing like Vocaloid music and producing and stuff like that. Really, just music in general, like not Vocaloid specific, but Teto's fun. But I don't think I've ever really gotten the like knowledge on how to do like that like next step to like really get me there. I think it's pretty much just getting a copy of like Fruity Loops and just like fucking around with it. I think that's probably the step I need to do. I guess you could do Twi'lek Miku, yeah, actually. That would actually work for Star Wars Legion. Star Wars Legion, you could do Twi'lek Miku, and nobody would know. They'd be like, "Oh, nice Miku. I mean, nice Twi'lek," and they're like, "Oh, thank you." You just say nothing, and then you just absolutely say nothing. No one will know. There we go. This guy's gonna touch up his feet, do some coloring on the arms. He's pretty close to enameling as well. I'm basically going to have like a bunch of heretic models. They'll be ready to go. What do I want to do? Work on the heretic guy. Yeah. The funny thing about Twi'lek Miku is you could deny it, like not saying like you absolutely should. Oh, I know. I'll do the what's it called? This guy's my new Antioch lieutenant. I could get like a little bit of progress on him. I'm also gonna go medium zoom on him. This is gonna remove everything. Oh. Go add a jump scare. Let's go. Sorry, rip. Go. There we go. The uniform is, but I still think you could get away with it in Star Wars. I think in Star Wars you could probably hide that reasonably well. What do I want to do? I want to give him gray pants. Got like a decent amount of dark gray on here, so this would actually be a good use of that. Slightly smaller brush will be needed. There we go. I was actually thinking, I'm still like right on the fence of wanting to get some new brushes. How you doing, Eldest Demon? Yay, let's go. Let's do that real quick. This will be good. Right. For people who do not know, this is my wonderful Snake Nanners, and she's doing big good. I'm going to try to feed her tomorrow. I'm hoping she'll take food, because if not, I'm going to have to shoot for this weekend. The time span for her to eat is getting narrow. But yeah, she's doing good. Once again, I basically did like I got her a new water dish too. Her current water dish, I think, is too big. She's a big snake, but it takes up a lot of the tank real estate. I don't think she's enjoying that very much. So I got her a new water dish that I need to install. And then once I do that, I think she's going to have a bit more wiggle room. But yes, the Eldest Demon. Welcome to the official Nanners fan club freshman year. Also come spring, I'm gonna say March. March, I will reset the presidency. So you guys got time. You guys got time to be on this year. You guys got time for that. Yeah, there we go. Oh no. I almost knocked over some shit. She stopped doing reps with it, but I think the reps were actually like just like, I'm pretty sure those were a sign of like, oh, father, I need more room. I got her like a big cage, but like I basically went to Amazon and was like, give me the biggest fucking water bowl you got. And accurate, maybe too big. Maybe too big. Luckily, I'm not gonna throw it out. So like if I ever upgrade to her, like she's at the size that it's hard to get a bigger hide without getting something like real fucking custom or like real specialty. Like the big like $600 like Uber tanks that basically have like everything. Like sliding glass doors and a bunch of other bullshit. If I got one of those, maybe that might have enough room, but even then I kind of doubt it. I originally got it as a bowl though because she was knocking over her previous one, which was way too light. This one's like pretty heavy, but it's like pretty long and narrow. Like it'll have more than enough water for her. I don't think that'll be too bad. Yeah, basically just like an entire wardrobe. There's like I bookmarked it, but there's like a super duper high spec tank that I would like to get for Nanners one of these days, but it's also like $600. So I basically put that into like, hey, if I ever like blow the fuck up and act like I don't know nobody, like that kind of money, it's in there. I don't know if that's a presumptuous thing to dream, but sometimes I just put stuff in there like, well, if I ever get like ludicrously wealthy, I'm gonna come back to this. How you doing, Bunny? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm working, I basically got the artillery witch mostly done. I want to wait for her to dry a little bit to do like a couple little touch-ups because like I don't want to remove enamels anymore. I was already getting a little bit of enamel blowback on some of my other paintbrushes. But yeah, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, still got quite a bit of the dirt texture on here, so I'm gonna do that. Throne it. I guess I could put that on. I do have a throne. I just don't advertise it very much. There we go. If you guys for some reason would want to see what's on my throne, it's nonsense. It's very silly. I think it's because I feel bad because a lot of people are like, on my throne, I need this to stream, like, or I'll explode, or like I'm dying, and I'm just like, camera lens, huh? Dream said, yeah, it's fair. It's fair to dream. But yeah, you know, who knows? It's in the same way that like, I don't think I'm ever going to paint a Titan. However, I noticed that most YouTubers, like Warhammer YouTubers, if they get big enough, they get a Titan for content. Because I think you could write it off as a tax expense and also like, you know, they'll pay for that. So my idea is like, if my stream ever blows the fuck up on YouTube, I will buy a Titan. I will buy a legitimate, honest to God Titan and I will paint it over, God. I don't even know how I'd paint that on stream, honestly, though. That's the thing. Like, I can't be like, today I'm going to paint my Titan on there. Yeah. Or Sesame Ball. I have an idea for that Sesame Ball. I actually do have a really silly idea for the Sesame Ball. But yeah, so I put that on there. There's also apparently a onigiri that has individual rice grains that I don't think that's available yet. Yeah, it also does kind of feel like a rite of passage in a weird way. God damn, we got ads. There we go. White ink lens and a homemade pepper mask. Yeah, all the essentials. All the essentials you need. Get there. Also Jay too. I am very, very thankful for the hard drive. That has actually been really, really good for archival stuff. I've been uploading, basically just making a lot of backups of like older streams and stuff just to make sure I got those kicking around. So those have been very, very handy. And the backups were mostly for like the pre-YouTube stuff because now I can multi-stream to YouTube just fine. Your volatile came in. Hell yeah, let's go. Sub. I will paint this Titan. Nah, I guess I could do like, I don't know. I know some VTubers do like subathons and donathons. I don't think it's a bad thing. I just don't have anything that I would be like need that for, I guess. He's like, hey, that was like my one. That's that's the one shame expense I'll put on there. The exploding anime vampire. To be fair, I have a deck she'd go really good in. That's not me coping for real. I have a Awaken the Blood avatar deck, which I enjoy, but I think I want to maybe render it down to like it's an aristocrats deck that has a what's it called? A edict in the command zone, which I enjoy, but sometimes I'll play with people. They're like, "Well, I can't cast my commander this entire game. I hate you forever, Hal." I'm like, "Well, shit." So I figure if I just made a gigantic vampire that explodes, that'll let people play their commanders, but then also I get to explode everyone. I think it's a compromise to my playstyle because I've had to do that. I like really grindy, oppressive aristocrats decks. They're just kind of my jam. You know who doesn't like grindy, oppressive aristocrats decks? People who like to play creatures and creatures that's happening. Turns out people don't like that. People don't like that. So at one point I had a Yawgmoth deck, and that thing was so like there wasn't like unbeatable, but it's like playing against it made people sad. So like, "Oh, listen, buddy, you got to take that apart." And I was like, okay. Because at the end, like, you know, I'm mostly playing with friends. Oh, it's not commander damage. I know for sure. I don't think that's going to matter. I think I can make her big anyway. I make her fucking huge. I mostly play with friends, so I'm like, yeah, that's fair. If this is being a pain, I will dismantle this deck. And how you doing, Majide? How you doing? Oh, yo, let's go. What have you been printing? I've been working on various Trench Crusade things. Here, let me show you, because I don't think some of the people got to see the witch. That was like the primary focus. Yeah, Fumia's. Oh yeah, the bug guy. Yeah, I can see that. I think it's because like it's the problem that I have is that like Wizards of the Coast keeps. Hey, this is the magic rant that I get to have every now and then. Wizards of the Coast makes decks that shit out too much value. So if I stop them from doing that, they hate me. But if I don't, they just shit out 3 million tokens and win the game. So yeah, this is the Artillery Witch I did tonight. She's big. She's big cruising. She's very close. I actually think the most thing I really want to do is maybe clean that up and then maybe do a bit more dry brushing for like a glow effect. But for that, I need to make sure it's absolutely dried. Otherwise, I'm pretty happy with this. Once again, not like my nicest paint, but like I think for a meme, I'm pretty happy with it. I also want to use the Muso Black, which I need to fucking I gotta find some way to grip it. I know I can. There's got to be a way. And also we got this guy who I am going to be painting white on those little nubbins, so there'll be little glow points when I do. I could do the dry brush method again. Because the thing is, like, I want them to glow, but I think if I use the airbrush, that might be too much. Oh, yo, let's go. Oh, fucking Galvorback base. Let's go. Ultra Magnus sounds pretty fun. Yeah, that's so originally. It's hold on. I need to grab that picture real quick. There we go. Like it was inspired by this picture, which is very good. I think I need to fix my music anyway. It's a very, very good pick. And I was like, I know what I must do. So, no, I think, there we go. It was reaching that size where it began to invert. I don't want that. Oh, that's good. Whatever. Yeah, I think I want to get a little bit more white. I'm at this weird spot where, like, because I finished, not finished the main thing. Oh, that's spicy. See, I did that with the ninja guy, and then I lived the dream of like a really early Blightsteel, and I was like, what do I do now? Every now and then what I've done is like I'll do some decks where I try to go for the goal. I do it, and I'm like, well, this deck wasn't that fun. Yeah, it's weird because like I agree with power level talks. EDH is such a weird, bizarro format that should not. I play EDH exclusively. I play it with my friends. EDH should not exist. It's such a weird format when you're like a game that is not meant to play like this. You're trying so hard to make it balanced, and all the the fact that like if you go online, so much talk of EDH is about like the like power level discourse and trying to like really keep it like under wraps. It's just very strange. Like you can tell it's definitely like we are square pegging a round hole with EDH. And I still enjoy it at the end of the day too, which is the fuck up bit. But yeah, it's odd. Like I'm willing to trust like my friends when they're talking about like a deck is too strong. The internet, that was a whole other thing. Yeah. Well, it's weird. It's weird that a card game needs a session 0 objectively. I'm big on session 0 with RPGs. I don't think it's a bad idea with EDH. Isn't it like I think it's just like setting down, just be like, you gotta have a session 0 for a card game. Like it's that doesn't exist in other card games. No other card game needs a session 0. Maybe they should. Maybe Yu-Gi-Oh players should do that. Maybe. I don't know. It's weird. It's not like this. Like I hate how everyone's a weenie. It's not quite like that. How you doing, Obsolete Proxy? Welcome. How you doing? How is House Flipper, yo? Good building into this. How you doing, Apache? Welcome. Yeah, precon stuff is pretty nice too. I lucked out. Apparently, I'm gonna be doing some precon games soonish, and I was like, do I have any precons like unassembled? I was like, oh yeah, I got that like Abzan Enchantress deck that I got on sale. And I was like, I'm gonna build something with this, and I never did. How you doing? Yeah, I think it's because like it's almost like a weird like semi-expressive like like I calling it role play is a bit much, but like it's got similar beats. Rupin's always sweat. Oh god, yeah, no, that's the worst. Yeah, so Yu-Gi-Oh's weird that like I conceptually like Yu-Gi-Oh on paper, I will read about the archetypes and stuff. I'm like, this rocks. Like I found out about Malice recently. I think I mentioned the fact Malice on there before, but like Malice is like Alice in Wonderland and ransomware mixed into an archetype, and that's rad. It's also ungodly expensive and meta, and apparently really anti-fun, but also general meta Yu-Gi-Oh decks tend to be just jerking off for a while. God, the really wild thing is, so I, through Echo and other people, have been introduced to the wild world of Pokemon. Like, I played the Pokemon card game growing up. I know how it works generally. Pokemon cards are fucking insane. And like for me, well, Magic's not that solitaire. Yu-Gi-Oh is extremely solitaire. Like ideally you want to end your turn 1 or turn 2 with a board full of negates so your opponent does not do anything. You want your opponent to do as little as possible in Yu-Gi-Oh. Ideally. No matter what deck you're playing. Oh, you're saying that guy, the sweaty guy was doing that. Oh, that's fair. But like, but Pokemon's so weird because like the value is almost like a lot of the value of Pokemon is dictated by the like, you know, does this card look nice? Does this card look nice? Does it got a Pokemon I like? Which is, you know, the other card games can't really do. But you also got people that are like, yo, I went to Target and I bought every Pokemon pack they have. Fuck children. Fuck people who play the game as a game. It's wild. I saw a video of a guy just going through his house that he had enough booster box like boxes of Pokemon cards unopened from the same set to make a goddamn maze. The guy was building the fucking like the labyrinth of the Minotaur with fucking Pokemon card boxes. I'm like, what is happening here? It's like I'm used to Magic speculation where it's like what is Magic speculation? Oh, a card is really good. Or a new card came out that made a shit card really good, so card goes up. I get that. Conceptually, I can understand that. It's dumb and it's bad, but whatever. Logically, that makes sense. This, like, some Pokemon speculation is like, this has a really cool Mew in it. That everybody loves how cute that Mew art is. This card is going to be $80. I will buy every pack. It's fucking bananas. Oh god, I forgot. It's kind of weird that like a lot of those bannings were really weird. The ones where like I understand some of those when they're like these cards are offensive, so we're gonna ban them. Crusade was always funny to me because A, Crusade's not that bad of a word, and B, they have a Crusade art with a fucking Elspeth on there. That's a good proxy. Have yourself a good night. Take it easy, yo. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Because that's what CEDH is. I don't think CEDH is bad if you're playing with people that are on similar power level. But yeah, the idea of just trying to crank out a win as fast and consistent as possible so your opponent doesn't have time to interact is like fun for those games, but real shit for pub stompers. Yeah, from what I understood, the Digimon card game is really fun. I know 2 people who really, really, really are into it and kind of want, like, in an indirect way, want me to get into it. It is Caleb Horse and I think Moriko is like, I don't think she said anything directly, but like, I'll mention cards and she gets real jazzed about them. I might get in there. Yeah, like, I might get in there if they. So apparently they're going to be doing some Cyber Sleuth cards for the Digimon card game. If they have eaters are one of my favorite things ever. I love it when monster game people decide to make a weird alien monster type. I love the Ultra Beasts on Pokemon. Like, I love them. I love that they're like, hey, go nuts, go fucking nuts. Yeah, apparently it's really good. I originally was going to be like, I really like the fact that Dioboromon is an archetype and it's like token copies, which is fun. Apparently it's in like a generally kind of a weird place deck wise. I'm gonna see maybe if like, cause like one of the characters in Cyber Sleuth was a guy who got involved with the Eaters quite a bit, as a good guy, mind you, but he also had Dioboromon as his like buddy Digimon. So if they kind of, if there's like more support with this new pack coming out for Dioboromon, that might be worth. The whites. The goal for this white is I want him to glow. I want this motherfucker to glow. Digimon cards is protective. God, that's really silly. Yeah. So yeah. Invoke prejudice. So like, hey, calling someone a Nazi on the internet is thrown around a lot. The guy behind Invoke Prejudice is honest to God, like unironically, like has like on record in his like written materials a real fucking Nazi, and like he has a card where their shadowy KKK members effectively like Lumin around. I totally understand why they're like, we should probably ban that. We should probably like scrub that from our game. But Crusade was a weird choice. I think Crusade was too much. Mind you, at the end of the day, all the cards that got banned, no one fucking played. Like no one is fucking playing like most of those cards. No one was playing that. Interesting, because I think somebody mentioned that like D Reaper was like really oppressive or stupid or something like that. So some issue with it. I very like I don't even necessarily know how to play. I just know very, very, very basic concepts of the Digimon card game. Everywhere. Anyway. Czar Baghdad. I mean, that's fine. That's from that like weird era of Magic where they just use like Shakespeare in real places, which I find very funny. Anyway, yeah, I think like I don't know. I can't collect TCGs because I do Magic. So, also I'm wrapping up. I can't do that because like because of Magic, I have to get cards based on the mechanics. I don't have a brain. I've wired my brain so I can't be like, oh, that card looks cool. I think that's a cool looking card, because for me that doesn't work. That doesn't work. I have to go entirely on mechanics. But yes, thank you guys for coming. I had a lot of fun. Schedule-wise, Tuesday mini painting. I have an idea for a Dirge Black Grail model that I need to build on Monday, but that should be coming soon. On Wednesday, I will be doing Goemon again. Thursday, movie nights. I have an idea for a movie. I need to double check I can find it first. Saturday, I don't know what I'm doing on Saturday. Saturday might turn into a painting stream. I'm not sure. And then Sunday definitely will be a painting stream. What I'm painting for that, I'm not sure. Everybody on the YouTube side, I will catch you later. Bye, YouTube people. Thank you for coming. Bye-bye.